In the heart of Transylvania, in a vampire hall of famia, there is a vampire that they call
Dracula.
Indeed there is. Good morning, good evening, good night, ladies and gentlemen. You have once again staked the fiery abyss that is the Old Oil House Lock-In. With me today are two men. One man is not the man you may expect. The other man is exactly the man you may expect. It's up to you, dear listener, to find out which. As always, I'm Grifflock, your host, and let us introduce you to the two people next to me in the red shirt, with a glimmer in his eye.
And the first to die.
Nice.
Red shirt.
Well, that's true.
Hey, it's not a Star Trek red shirt. I learnt my lesson with that one. 17 stitches on both the front and the back.
I think you're going to say 17 times. 17 times, first victim.
No, just 17 stitches.
There's a weird word.
And for a particle weapon that, cauterizes as it goes, that's a hell of a thing to have 17 stitches.
It is. What did they use the skin from? Don't ask. Don't tell.
You just did ask. Does that mean he has to tell?
No telling. No telling on this day.
There's a strange noise in that cave. Rob.
Rob, what are you doing to the bears? So yes, as we've just realised, man who's died 17 times. 17 times! First
And they
victim.
still threw him out of a place.
And bear rustler.
Chaos Envy.
How are you today, Rob?
Yeah, I'm going slightly loopy, but other than that, I'm fine.
Next to him is a man. A man made by men with men for men. If he was a food, he'd be known as man in a can. If he was a drink, he would be known as manshake. His manshake brings all the boys to the yard. Oh, by the way, hot!
Freaks me out every single time.
You love it.
The muss. I've never realised before how I could get Rodimus into the Heidenreich theme. Hot da rubber muss. Hot rubber muss. Hot rubber muss. Hot rubber muss. Rubber muss. Oh yeah. Oh,
Does this mean he's going to start dragging small men off to read them poetry in a darkened room where it looks like he's violating them?
nope, but he's going to have poetry read to him. Isn't he, Paul? Isn't he? Are you going to read Rob some... Actually, this is the first time I've ever done this, I've never actually actively used the microphone to say something to another person
We're
in this
watching
one.
you, Paul. Turn around.
Are you going to Turn around. Are you going to read some poetry to Rob there, Paul? A little bit of poetry? It's just ain't alright. And yeah, the other person. Other person!
Longest intro ever.
I can go on for much longer.
We know you can.
I can just keep on trucking.
Like the Energizer Bunny from hell.
Indeed. In fact, mentioning trucking... If you could see what I could see when I'm cleaning windows. God, I didn't realise how dark that song actually could be. You could see what I could see when I'm cleaning windows. Anyway.
So that's the KMF DM 9-inch nails version of the song, man.
You could see what I could see when I'm cleaning windows. Hey boy, other guest.
Yeah, Wild Bill, eventually.
Otherwise known as Not Stew.
Not Stu.
Unfortunately, Stew laid down his life this week. He laid down his life to stop the narwhal invasion. He stopped narwhals from eating ye. Narwhals. But we put him in the CR chamber. We use a shovel. Unfortunately, we also put a polar bear in there for a bit of a laugh. So
possibly some of the remains of the narwhals.
So hopefully next week we will see...
A big furry horny stew.
Sweet mother of God.
Just in
What
time
have we
for
done?
Just in time for AA.
Wait. Isn't that a normal stew?
The secrets of genetics.
The splice of life strikes again. You all have to sleep sometime, you know. And I've got experiments!
I don't sleep. Sleep is for the weak.
You do. By sleep I mean I use nature's medicine. Hammers. So how are you today, Bill?
I'm very, very good. And very, very warm.
Do you know who's warmer? Hot! Rabimus.
I'm actually quite tepid at the minute.
Put my finger on your forehead. Do you like go, huh? Oh, now I want to pee.
No.
Okay. It is. Just want to check.
I'll go with this.
I'm
May
fine.
cause urination.
Because I've got beer.
Me too. Beer.
Well, Bill done the usual thing and made the beer disappear.
Oh, they rhymed. It rhymed.
Did it?
What are you? Some kind of witch? Are you on fucking charm now, are you?
There's no need for language like that, mate.
You're right, I do apologise. I will never use the word charmed again.
Good.
However, I will use such words as fuck, arse, and poop shoot. So, Rob,
Yes.
what do you have this week that you would have last week if you talked about it last week, but you didn't have it last week, so you didn't talk about it last week, and instead you're going to talk about it this week? This is going to be a really short version.
Yeah. Considering I'm saving for something that's happening in the near future.
What's that?
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
I just got told I had to save up.
Oh,
I've
it-
not bought anything.
no.
Well, I tell a lie. I bought a Kinect TV mount.
Ooh, the excitement never begins.
Yeah. Considering the fact that the TV mount is pure shit, I'm scared that the Kinect's going to fall off it every night.
Did I tell you the fun story about the Kinect
No,
and my friend Gibbon and his daughter?
I don't think I want to hear this story.
This is
His daughter has learnt some new words. These words being Xbox off. 2.5 years.
Oh, bless.
I know you listen, Gibbon. There you go. The world knows. Bill, what have you got since last time you were on the show? Because last time you were on the show was ages ago, and I think you were probably doing a quick change to the channel and maybe not a lock-in. You might have been a
I
lock-in.
did the lock-in.
Yeah,
I got locked
sure.
in and escaped. And then came back for the best film ever, 7 Inches.
Hoorah!
I will put you in with Michael Bay.
Good, I can end him.
And we haven't cleaned him out for a good couple of months now.
Oh god, what have I bought
Jackal.
recently? Well, TF related, animated Starscream, animated Skywarp, Lugnut, Blitzwing, Dirty Encore, Ratchet and Ironhide.
Kill us!
Um,
We have no eyes! Why would we have no eyes, Lord Primus? Why do you hate us?
That's not true. They've got a little cardboard head that you can fold round.
Oh, God. Actually, I feel sorry for Ironhide. You know, back in the day it was, we have no eyes. We have a one-dimensional head. Why did you do this? And then when he came back in in Energon, you've just got, bye, Primus. I'm shit. And then you've got the classics version, which is just like, everybody hates me. I can't seem to make my head come out of my chest. Seem to be turning into Wheeljack a little bit here. Bram, I fucked Ironhide right up, sir. You want a new body? He's got one, but he can't see anything, because his eyes are constantly staring at his own chest. Wouldn't be so bad, Prom, but I gave him boobs. Prom, I fucked up. I'm sorry. I'm Jewin, Prom. Jewin.
Also,
let's read on.
I went to the best shop ever in Carlisle, being Destination 1, with its awesome, awesome tat.
Yeah, I mean, you're alright going to Destination 1. You're not 6.
Yeah,
Not explaining that joke any further.
Please don't.
picked up Robots in Disguise Megatron because it was £2, and I thought, that's a retarded price for a crap toy, but I'm going to pay it anyways.
Seriously, you can go into that shop.
Arms.
And one of them,
It turns into a hand.
I do actually like RID Megatron.
Yeah,
I've always thought that thing needed to be re-released as Beast Wars Megatron.
Yeah.
There's a design for it. TFOCC, I think. It was quite cool.
I got him in a little box along with a version of Bumblebee, which I don't recognise, but it's Bumblebee.
Mm-hmm.
A plain stew named for me. I can't remember its name now. Jet something.
Storm. Hat.
Jet hat.
Jet
That's
hat.
it. Rotor.
Fightor. Killbots. I'm going to have fun naming you. What's your name? 75321. I will call you Fightor. What's your name? 2639. I will name you Rotor. What's your name? 235. You're shit. I'm going to call you Dive. And you're Leador 1. Leador. Son of a bitch.
Non-Transformers, I spent lots of money on going to Nebworth to the Sonosphere Festival to see The Big Fall.
How was it?
Anthrax were amazing. I don't like Megadeth, but they were fairly entertaining.
But
Slayer was Slayer.
But Peace sells and Dave's Mega.
Dave's crap.
Dave's Mega!
Everybody knows my rules on gingers. Highlander rules.
There can be only one.
Yes.
Are you going to hunt?
I like me enough to keep me alive.
No.
Why?
You're not killing Alison Hannigan.
No, the females are being allowed to live.
Oh,
it's just the males.
That's fine then, that's fine. Is there any gingers males that I like? Doogie Howser.
He's not ginger.
Isn't he? Is he blonde?
He's like browny haired, I think.
Oh.
Strawberry blonde.
It's easy. Dave Mustaine, Carrot Top. That's enough. That's enough of an argument for wiping them out.
It works for me. I'll let you kill Carrot Top any day of the week.
I'm allowed to say this because I'm one of them. Orange.
You are a sufferer.
Metallica waited 20 years to see Metallica live.
Yeah.
And they dialed it in. The only person who looked like he was having fun on stage was Robert Trujillo.
Yeah.
As is the way.
At this point, Metallica are well past the sell-by date.
Yeah, they're just like, hey, look, we're making money.
Yeah. It's a shame. It really
Although
is.
saying that, Iron Maiden still put on one hell of a show.
Iron Maiden have always been about the music. I will defend Iron Maiden till I die.
I will disagree. They're not all just about the music. They're also about planes.
Yes, big awesome planes with pictures of zombies on there.
How can you go wrong? Seriously, how could you go wrong with...
Zombie plane! Yeah, but like obviously Metallica, they put on a show, but...
I'm happy because I think I saw the last good Metallica show.
Donington the year 2006?
Yes.
At the Dun Hall of Master of Puppets, didn't
Yes. I had an erection.
It's alright, I had one for Kiss and I was dying that weekend.
You were. I remember that weekend well. You were, in fact, dead. I do believe. I think that an exorcist needed to be called.
Although I did get the fun of freaking out people having sex.
What?
Billy was dying that weekend. Adam can attest to this.
Yes.
Billy went back to the tent for a sleep to try and wake up in time to watch The Offspring. Billy got woke up by the couple in the tent behind me having sex. Politely, I waited for them to finish and then just coughed as loudly as I could and heard them start to panic. There's somebody in the tent next! God, the murders!
Genius.
I thought starting an applause would probably have gone down a bit the
What
wrong
you should
way.
have done is snuck out really quietly, got me and Tony and everyone, and we could have all sat in your tent, and the moment they finished, she's gone, hey! Jolly good show there, jolly good show. Did you film all that? You got it all? Marvellous sauce.
Actually, you should have, whilst they were doing it, just kind of gone, yes, thrust harder, yeah, go on, put more into it.
Damn it, Joel, I haven't done again this year.
Got sex
Comments
pipes.
I haven't got the sex pipes sorted. The old oil house sex pipes.
Right.
Unfortunately, we don't actually need them anymore. Because, let's face it,
I did a good enough job.
you did indeed. You have got yourself into the position where it isn't needed. However, there are going to be people at AA who've had
Really? There are going to be people in
who've
here.
had
I
a
thought it
few
was just
beers.
us.
Who've had a few beers, and they will be thinking to themselves, women. And they will be going, darling, how are you? Where me and Sue could then stand behind them with the sex pipes going, yes, very good show, yes. Now spank the bottom, yes, that'll do it, yeah, very well done, yes. Good show.
You know, you sounded like a cross between Cal Lightman
Right.
and Kano from...
Hello, baby. How good would that be? Welcome to Kano's Sex Tapes. I'm going to teach you to be a lady killer.
Hello, baby. Did you miss me?
We're quite literally a lady killer. Put a smile on her face. From ear to ear.
I think we should move on from that one.
No, I think we should continue. I buy the idea of a Kano sex tape.
Yeah, just the sex tape or just him running commentary over the top as well?
Oh, it's him doing commentary over his own sex tape. Because he is Kano, and he is awesome. He is the greatest thing Mortal Kombat ever created.
It's true.
And that is purely down to the first movie.
Yeah.
I can just quite
He
happily
saved the movie quite well.
that and
Reptile-
Robin Shoe's fluffy head.
Yes.
It's like someone just stuck a chick into him.
Yeah.
It's brilliant. I love his hair. Of course, Christophe Lambert.
Christophe Lambert.
Christophe Lambert. The fate
With-
of
with
billions of
I
lives
don't think so.
rests in your hands. Sorry.
Okay.
That was
I
also
think-
in the sex tape.
I do love the fact that when he is there watching
Kano?
Sorry, but my mind
the
went somewhere
Goro
bad.
the Goro cage fight.
Yes.
And in Cage, I get to the nuts. He just kind of goes, yes! And just punches that guard. And the guard like looks at him and he's like, sorry. Just love the idea of a god just kind of going, sorry.
Well, the guy was very muscly.
Yeah, but he was a god!
He never acted like a god. I've always been firmly believed that Raiden in those movies is in fact Loki taking the piss. Because A, he never gives a straight answer. B, he never seems to help.
Yeah.
And then the second one, it's just like, oh, look at my different hairstyles. And here's some giant balls in the middle of the earth. Loki taking the piss.
I don't know. As much as I didn't enjoy the second film, it was James Remar, and he can do no wrong apart from when he was in Sex and the City. That was just bad James, get out.
He can do no wrong apart from when he's on TV.
Yeah.
Because, let's face it, the guy... has he ever actually been in a good film?
The Warriors!
Oh, fuck I.
The Warriors is an amazing film.
He was awesome in The Phantom.
It's that long since I've seen it. I'm
Big
thinking
fan.
that's good.
By the way, myself, I only bought two things this week. I bought Batman Night of Vengeance 3. It's alright. Not as good as 2. Quite nice. Nice ending. I also bought Secret 636. Go buy Secret 636.
Because if you don't, you will make an Adam cry.
I will fucking kill you. I will end you where you stand. Seriously.
What about where I'm sitting?
Yeah. Hang on a second. Let me find it. Because this is fucking heartbreaking. Not the bit I'm going to read out here. Where's it at?
By the way, spoiler alert.
No, I'm not going to do a spoiler. Here we are. Right. Bane is lying in bed with a woman.
Has he killed her?
Nope. They've just had sex. Bane's entire response is, interesting. I do not know what I am meant to say at this moment. And the woman says, gentle. Didn't expect you to be so gentle. Respectfully so, Miss Spencer. You are petite, with little significant muscle mass. I was concerned about breakage.
Nice.
He is awesome.
He's a gentleman.
Yeah.
Bane was always...
I am bound for hell, Miss Spencer. I will not go there as a comedy. I love Bane.
Bane was always my favourite
Is
Batman villain. I saw the stills from the new Batman film, and I really don't like his mask.
I have faith. Nolan has not put a foot wrong yet. I will say this, though. I do think that the third Batman film is going to be a massive disappointment.
Yeah.
Because everyone's expectations are getting unrealistically high.
Yeah. That's why I'm trying to stay as far away from sort of like those sort of spoilers as I can, just because I know what's going to happen. I'm going to start sort of thinking, yeah, it's great, he's going to be able to do no wrong, and then boom, he's going to do something that will really disappoint me. And it'll probably be sort of quite reasonable and quite good, but it's just going to be one of those things of I'm disappointed.
To be fair, the only films that I've ever got my hopes up was when I first heard Michael Bay's doing Transformers. I thought, big robots and explosions, the guy's got it in the bag. How wrong was I?
You're right, he did have it in the bag. He shot in the bag.
Body bag.
Well, I think we found the music for this week. This week the music is brought to you by Static X, and it's all about shitting in a bag.
I'm going off and finding young children.
On the other hand, Mr. Rob,
Yes.
in the words of a great skull-faced man,
Yes.
I hear you have a Twitter challenge.
I do have a Twitter challenge.
Shall we listen to what you have to say?
You can try.
Get back under the stairs, Potter.
So, with AA on its way around, and everyone knowing the way that geeks like to drink.
We like to party. We like that disco sound.
So,
We like to party. We like
God.
that disco sound.
I
if
thought you were going into the Venga Boys there.
We like to party. I'm going to kill you now.
if you could get the Old Oil House crew,
The All House bus is coming. The All House bus is coming. Run and hide your children, wives, and others.
okay. So if you could get the Old Oil House crew absolutely hammered at AA, what would you try and trick them into agreeing to
For a minute,
in their inebriated state?
I thought the words were going to be, what would you do to them and why?
No.
It would just be 127 answers, just going, have sex with Rob.
Rob's got pretty hair.
You've got a pretty mouth there, boy. I'm reminded of something, and I think it's thanks to Mr. Bill here being in the room.
Yeah.
That, I'm reminded of something from many, many years ago.
Oh, good God.
What's got four wheels and kills small kids? Metalbus. Metalbus.
Ah, yes, the metal butts. All
What
hail-
stays on fire and even in the river? Metalbus. Metalbus.
All glory to the emo finder general there, I believe.
Oh, Jesus God, no. Let's not speak of that one. So, shall we have some news?
Go on then. Don't, because I will hit you.
So, Rob,
Yes.
shall we talk about some third-party news?
No, I don't want to.
No, me neither. God damn it, this is getting fucking ridiculous. I saw today there was a great big thing about the new hardhead robots. Do you know what? Right, screw this. Screw this for a game of laughs, right? I'm serious here. Third-party people. I like what you're doing, right? I like that there are companies out there such as Fans Project who are doing amazing stuff, right? I like the fact that iGear have stepped up their game. What I don't like is seeing the multitude of... Stop it now. I've had enough. Honestly, you're going to ruin it for the rest of them. Screw it. Let's talk about Thundercats.
Yes,
Alright.
Pretty Thundercats.
I wanted to have a say about Thundercats.
Go on then. Let's talk about Thundercats, because, let's face it,
Because,
apart from one bit of news, there is nothing to talk about. That one bit of news is, guess what?
well,
1 week today. 1 week today, man. We're going to be sitting in Birmingham.
Possibly drunk in my
Why?
case.
I'm getting there already.
Why do we want to be in Birmingham? It's full of rummies.
But not this weekend. This weekend it'll be full of people. People with beer. People with beer talking rubbish about things.
And people
Awesome.
with good voices.
I may not be wearing clothes.
This fills me with fear.
Fills
Sit
me
on
with-
my knee and tell me that you love
It
me.
fills me with flashbacks to download 2007.
So,
Charge at the policeman.
His flowers run done. I was in hot pants. Carry on.
so
Thundercats.
the new Thundercats series started up.
Yep.
Let's get this out of the way first.
Mm-hmm.
It is one of the most gorgeously animated kids' cartoon shows for a long, long time.
Considering the fact it is Final Fantasy with Thundercats, yes. Yes, it is.
I mean, it's proper anime level.
No, let's not say that. Let's not say it's proper anime. Let's just say it's good animation.
No, I actually think it is anime quality.
Yeah, but you say that, and the first thing that flashes into my head is stuff like Yu-Gi-Oh!, which, let's face it, was poorly animated.
No, that was really good.
Really
Animated.
good.
You think?
Yeah.
What I've seen of Yu-Gi-Oh! I wasn't impressed by.
No, I think it had good animation. It just basically what it did was it cut down its animation budget by having a lot of stills,
Yeah.
which a lot of the old school anime stuff did
Yeah.
to basically try and keep the costs down,
Mm-hmm.
which I quite like. I like the idea of having a still sort of like an impactful shot. But,
But
but no, this stuff was just gorgeous.
no
the-
doubt.
The colouring, the actual animation, everything flowed beautifully.
Depth of it, the richness and the depth of the colour was absolutely sublime. And to be totally honest, I don't want to go too much into it because I think, from what we were saying, I think we should talk while we're not recording about doing something with the Thundercat stuff.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing I have to say is there are a few points which I wasn't quite sold on.
Well, how about we do this, right? We go around, we talk 3 good things, and then we do the bad things.
Okay.
So, go for your first good thing.
My first good thing is Lion-O's not a child in a man's body. He's someone coming of age.
Yep.
So you've got that whole... Instead of having the thing of, you're a child who has to learn how to be a man because you look like one. Mm-hmm. It's a case of, you're becoming a man, you've got to learn these things.
Do you know what's really strange? And it's something I'm fairly sure it's going to be likened to a lot. But I can't help myself. I liken it to He-Man 2000X. Right?
Yeah.
Because it's the update of an old series. And probably people are going to lynch me here. It did it right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And there's only 2 series I can think of that's done it right. Which is this and He-Man 2000X.
Yeah.
Because let's face it, Transformers never really went away.
No.
And if you're going to start looking at the sort of He-Man 2000X era, we had Armada, which for the most part was a big bag of shit. Yeah. The new Voltron's utter shite. I mean, I'm trying to think of some other ones, some other updates that have happened.
There've been others.
I mean, it's Phantom 2090, whatever.
See,
Rubbish.
I didn't mind 2099 that much, but then again, I only saw Phantom every now and again if I caught a Defenders of the Earth cartoon.
Yeah.
So actually seeing Phantom, who was my favourite character, I might add in that, sort of having his own...
Mine was Mandrake.
Mandrake, the magical man.
He was master of spells and illusions.
Was it because he had a manservant?
Enemies fall in fear and confusion.
I
So did the $1 Million Man. Oh dear.
except a better version of Virgil with him.
How good would it have been if the $1 Million Man played Mandrake in a live-action Defenders of the Earth?
God, no!
It's not magic, it's just money.
It just instead of being this sort of like tall kind of I don't want to use the word because it just makes me think of Ninja Warrior and the guy who used to I was going to say the word live. But he made it sound ever so dirty when he was talking about Nagano.
Bully for you.
But yeah, you'd have this squat fat dude.
He actually isn't that fat.
No, it's quite.
No. He is fat. That is the only way I will accept how big that man is.
No, he's not. He's not fat. He was just normally...
He can't be that muscly at that age. He's fat.
No, the $1 Million Man was in very, very good shape. It's just the fact that you're thinking him against like people like Hulk Hogan and the Warrior, who are abnormal. And then put him against meat suits. Utter meat suits. Like that guy who I can't remember the name of. Ladies and gentlemen, something just walked into the room.
It
smells like Bigfoot's dick. Yeah, so Thundercats. Let's get off the $1 Million Man as Mandrake having a manservant. So, Billy.
Yeah, animation style, as Rob said, was absolutely beautiful. But it was like the way they worked little things into the story, like when Mumra says Emma living, I popped a bit of a boner.
You're lucky. 4 people drowned when he said that when I first did the watch time. First watched it the first time. I'm drinking beer, ladies and gentlemen.
And only 2 of them were in the house with you.
Yes, the other one was in the hairdresser's downstairs. The other one was an old lady, 6 miles away and upside down. Inside out, upside down, 3 miles away. Anyway, I agree. They did a lot of fan service in that.
Yeah,
a hell of a lot of fan service, and that it didn't feel shoehorned in.
No, it was kind of like
when we get to the bad parts, I'll mention the only part that I did feel was shoehorned in.
Yeah,
let's find the mega condenser. I'm saying that too fast.
But it was like the way, like
shut up, you fuck.
It happened naturally in the conversations. It sounded like something was said, and then you sort of like went, "Hang on, they just said that. That's awesome."
True.
Took you by surprise.
You see, I like the fact that this is an interesting little insight into how our minds work. Rob, you chose the animation, being an artist. Billy, you chose the little fan nods. Myself, I quite liked all the fact that it made me think of social, political affairs. I love seriously, there is huge amounts of sociological, political things going on in this series. The Thundercats, for all intents and purposes, are in a dying, decadent society. They have reached the very pinnacle of what they can do, and I firmly believe that they were actually higher up, and then something happened which bombed them back to the Stone Age, and they've started again.
Oh, they're complete and utter cocks.
Yeah, they are the Roman Empire at the fall. Yeah. It is that simple. They are this thing that's become too big and bloated, and someone has to do something about it. It's when they have the conversations with the lizards, there's this entire thing of, you take all the good stuff and leave the rest of the animals. I love that. That's brilliant. You don't get that shit in normal kids' TV. This is fucking genius. This is awesome. There is proper political thinking going on here. There's an entire fucking ecosystem being worked out. It's brilliant. It's made with love. Have you got something else good you'd like to say?
Yeah. The fact that Jagger actually gets to do something cool when he's alive.
He's wearing pants now.
Well, it's just the fact that
he becomes Gandalf.
They mentioned Jagger's clerics.
Yes.
And you see Jagger running. Now, I always love the fact that, you had like Shatara, who was a cheetah, so she was fast, and that was cool. Mm-hmm. But you had Jagger, who was named after a jaguar, and they're supposed to be quite nippy themselves, but that was never...
Is that the scientific term?
It is.
Jaguars are rather nippy.
Tricky will back me up on that one. Even though he's not that kind of scientist.
And 1,000 Slashfictions were born. Yeah, Tricky, you're going to back him up.
Yeah, Logan Blaze somewhere is crying.
Back it up, back it up, back it up, back it up. Because my daddy taught me good. What?
Shut up. So, yeah.
Shut up, you fuck.
Don't
eat you lying, Snarf, snarf.
Do you want me to say it?
So you've got...
What's the matter, Snarf? Get a cold.
You've got him actually running at high speeds and not just kind of standing there and getting bitch slapped by Groom the Destroyer.
Billy, do you want to pick your next good bit?
Yeah, I'm trying to think of how to describe
Mega condenser.
The mega condenser was
What
awesome.
the fuck's a Zamo flange?
I'm gonna put this one right between her pretty little lips.
That's the line of the
That's
show,
the show right there.
folks.
I don't know, the fact like
The
this
fucking
showed like
Black
sort
Forest.
of the dirty side to the war with people.
And 1,000 slash
Slash
fictions
fictions
were born.
With like people changing sides and stuff, just the way like he threw his armour on the floor and then donned the sort of lizard
Oh yeah,
armour.
I mean, it ties into what I was saying before. You've got... It isn't your typical, I just want the power. It's...
Yeah,
You have brought me nothing.
yeah.
So I've aligned myself with someone who is going to bring me things.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Pretty things. Although, I've got a theory.
ooh, shiny.
I've got a theory here. Spoiler, I have a theory.
Is it a
I am
demon?
Damn, Stu's not here.
Sorry.
I've got a theory. Some cat is dreaming, and we're all stuck inside a wacky Broadway nightmare. I've got a theory, we can work this out.
And Adam started channeling Buffy again.
Oh, I'd love to channel Buffy. But, yeah, she needs the money. Yeah, I've got a theory here. I'm going to say now, I think Groon's going to end up being Tiger's dad.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah, that kind of...
There's that line of... It's the way he says the... I can't remember exactly how he says it, but he basically sort of gives the idea. But then again, I will admit, I've watched this thing 5 times, and I have overthought it to hell.
Yeah, that's
I could probably write a treatise at some point now, and just go, here is the fall of the Thundercats Empire, why it happened, in 365 pages.
Let's just be glad you're not at college anymore, because you probably would have written a thesis on it.
I wrote a thesis on Nightfall. I'm serious. I wrote a thesis on why Batman survives.
I see.
I got a distinction. Got a distinction for that fucker.
First time I've seen it
I'm
tonight.
intelligent, me. Go ahead, sorry. Shut up, you fuck.
First time seeing it tonight, just before obviously we started the commentary about it, and obviously the start of it. Panthero's dead, by the way. Reaction.
Spoilers.
Yeah, there was a spoiler alert a minute ago. It was dog whistle style. You didn't hear it. Unless you're Superman. Think about it.
Are you Superman? Ask yourself that question.
Superman is listening to our podcast.
Fuck me, we've made it.
But yeah, obviously Panthero was my favourite character in the old cartoon.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, oh, by the way, he's dead. It's like, you bastards. And then they drag him out, and it's like, oh, he's not dead, he's just captured. And just that bit where, like, Lion-O's like, spoiler alert, by the way, you've just had me dad, you bastard. That's not very nice, what do you think you're doing? Mm-hmm. And it turns into Mum-Ra, and literally Rob got shot in the back of the head by what I can describe as pigeon-esque. It was just so beautiful, man.
Mum-Ra, who'd stepped right out of the real Ghostbusters.
Yes. But
Love that design!
as anything coming out of Ghostbusters is instant win for me, so...
Damn right it is. Myself, my next one is going to be this. Very simply, the kittens. I love Wily Kit and Wily Cat.
Yeah.
I love the fact they're a pair of orphans trying to make it. I fucking love that. It is so well done. Real sympathy for them. They had one scene. One scene, and they're not even in the... No, they had one scene and one appearance. Did Skyrock just fall over and try and kill someone?
Yeah.
I just broke your masterpiece, Skywarp. Quantum mustard.
What a dick.
What a dick.
Wily
Yeah,
Cat.
I loved the kittens. Loved them. Rob, your final good thing?
Just trying to think what my final good thing is. There's just so many good
filler.
There's so many good
Sorry.
things to pick from, though, isn't
Go on,
there?
pick one. Just one. Go on.
Snarf.
What? Okay, fair enough.
They managed to make Snarf not annoying.
Well, I mean, I'm going to be honest with you here. I didn't find Schnarf really that annoying originally.
I did.
He's not T-Bob.
When I originally watched Thundercats as a child, Snarf wasn't annoying.
No.
I watch it now and I want to punch my computer in the face.
I see you watching them illegally, are you?
No, it's totally legal. My housemate downloaded them, and therefore it's my fault.
So you can't be done, right? That's
Yeah,
it.
just point at me old housemate.
No, I even when I was a kid, I didn't particularly like Snarf.
I was gonna say T-Bob.
Okay, well, he wasn't T-Bob, but still, I didn't like the character. He just annoyed me with his constant mothering.
I think the problem is you're
But
not
it was
seeing
in-
Schnarf in the right light.
It was a nursemaid in the original sort of thing, so
Yeah.
it kind of made sense.
No.
Yeah.
Schnarf was the other white meat. Don't eat me, lion-o. Schnarf. Shut up, you fuck. I always thought Schnarf was from a race of, like, portable lunchboxes. I'm serious. I actually remember when I was much younger turning around to Mum going, he's a tiger! Is he just going to eat the other one? But then again, this is from the days where I didn't know the words pissed off, and Andy Peters just made me more angry. But anyway,
What was wrong with Andy Peters?
he just annoyed the shit out of
Are you
me.
just racist, really? Just in a really subtle way.
Yes, I hate everybody equally. You see you white cracker bastard, gonna stab you.
No, he's only racist towards Andy Peters.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Petersist.
Petersist.
Billy.
Ed the Duck, though.
No, shut up! It wasn't any Gordon the Gopher.
No,
Now there was class. Gordon the Gopher and Roland the Rat. What's your fine? It's like Superman trying to sell double glazing. What's your final good thing on
good
Thundercats?
thing.
Because I say, I don't want to go too long into this.
No, he says about half an hour later.
It's what we do.
Yeah, good things. Oh man, same problem as Rob. There's that many good things. I'm gonna have to steal yours, Gruff. I'm sorry.
You
Chitara, utterly spankable. And
Son of a bitch!
if there wasn't other people in the room, I'd have been licking the computer screen.
Your name is now Billo.
Oh,
You will bring your face closer to the stick. Bad Billo! In fact,
no. What I should have done there was,
Billy, your name is now Beastman. Prepare for punishment.
and it prays.
Oh my god, does it pray?
breathe every day.
Yeah.
So what's your final thing?
My final thing is quite simply the environment. This Final Fantasy style world that they seem to be building. And I think there's going to be a lot of world building coming on.
Mm-hmm.
Interestingly enough, it's a weird... I'm trying to find a way of putting it. You know how people had a problem with Prime? The opener for Prime.
Yeah.
How it seemed a little lackluster. And I'll agree, the first 5 parts are lackluster. A lot of people said the same thing about Renegades. Renegades, to me, was the other way around. It started off brilliant and then became very lackluster.
That's
Seriously,
just something I want to say about that, but wait.
never seen the last 2 episodes of Renegades. I can't watch them. I can't start them. I start it and then do something else. Which tells me that it doesn't hold my interest. But anyhow, that's beside the point. This hits the fucking notes and keeps building. Granted, as we'll come to in a moment, I do think it should have been 3 parts, not 2. I think it's a bit rushed. However, I want to see more. I want to see them build this world. Mostly, I want to see the Robo-Burbils.
Well, did you notice that Chitara was actually holding one of their arms?
I also noticed Lionel had an unhealthy fixation with a landmine.
Yeah.
He caressed that thing when no one was watching. Licked it. Meow.
It was
Seriously.
a little bit
So-
of...
Should we cover the bad things then?
Go on then, bad thing. Give me a bad thing.
Bad thing
Should we
is-
just go round one to the bad
Yeah.
things?
yeah, one bad thing.
the thing that really niggled me was Tigra
Ah.
being
What did
Lionel's brother.
Didn't bother me.
See, it did bother me because it's not explained. I mean, okay, maybe it'll be explained later on, but
It's
he has.
There's the line there that says, "It's a shame that you won't be king." But that right is reserved for the bloodline.
Yeah.
Stepmother.
Which
Bastard.
Yeah, which means he's
Sorry,
a
I
bastard.
said that with a bit too much vehemency.
Yeah,
It
which
wasn't
means-
the swear. I mean that in the true sense of the word.
He is
a bastard.
He's a bastard child, which, you know, kind of points to something which, you know, I don't think should be in there.
Why not?
The sort of infidelity thing.
Did it say any point? Where's the mother at? You know, did it say any point where A, Lionel's mother's at, or B, that the king's only allowed one wife? If you look back to the sort of Celtic kings and things, they could have as many wives as they wanted, and it seemed to be a very feudal-based society.
Yeah, but it's not the...
Overthinking again. Sorry.
Yeah, very much
Welcome
so.
to history with that.
But yeah, it's...
We're getting into like Saxon territory. It's speciality.
And also the fact that, okay, even if that is the case where you're allowed so many different wives and that, if Tiger was the first son, then he should be in line to be king.
Nope.
Unless you're only allowed to be king if you've got red hair.
Yeah!
Nope. Definitely not. Basically, if Tiger was born out of the wedlock of I've forgotten his name. Sorry, Claudius.
Claudius.
If he was born out of wedlock of Claudius, if he was like a serving maiden or something, then he's got no right to the throne.
But he then wouldn't be a prince, would he?
Yes, because he'd be a prince, but he wouldn't be in line to the throne. His dad's still the king.
Yeah, but generally when that sort of thing happens...
I am reading this into kind of Saxon style.
Yeah, but generally when the king has a child out of wedlock sort of thing, they never really...
No, you're going down the sort of Christian king route. I see this society as being close to the Saxon route. For example, if we go back to the early myths of Arthur, what the fuck is that? I'm trying to remember the guy's name. Special mystery voice. You know, random shite. The name of Arthur's club-footed son. There are thousands of people now screaming at their iPhones and MP3 players going, "You son of a bitches, come on!"
Let's just call him Colin.
No, because I know it, but I can't think what it is. Arthur's club-footed son, anyhow. Mordred!
Okay.
It's Mordred. It is Mordred.
He was only club-footed under two of them, though, and he was the bastard son
Yes.
by his sister.
Yes, but the point still
You could have
stands.
found a lot of other ways to describe it.
Well, what would you go for then, special mystery voice? Who's just walked into the room, unannounced, without asking, interrupting.
Majestically.
If you're not going to agree with me.
You can bloody get your own camera next time, then.
Anyhow, Mordred. Mordred wasn't wasn't in line to the throne in the original stories. However, was still a prince.
Wouldn't it have been
Sorry.
easier just to use the Norse myths of Loki and Thor?
Shit, yes. Billy, your bad thing.
Bad thing. Shitara wasn't naked? No. Probably can't go there.
They're all wearing pants now.
That's possibly another good thing that you could add on, they're actually wearing pants.
I quite like the idea that the Thundercats fly around space naked. Apart from Shaga, who had a cape and nothing else. Sword of
Really
Omens, give you
trying-
sight beyond sight.
I'm really trying to think of a bad thing and I'm struggling.
Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, go first.
It wasn't a three-parter. It needed to be a three-parter. The ending, the last sort of 10 to 20 minutes of it is so rushed.
Yeah.
And I do think that is to its detriment. It needed to be slower paced. It needed to see more of the raising of Thundera.
Third Earth.
No, Thundera. Thundera is the kingdom.
Oh, okay.
Third Earth's the planet. Which, as Rob pointed out, orbits fucking gas giant. Which is so cool. Sorry.
Yeah, I really don't think I could add anything that is bad from, obviously.
Do you want me to take one for you?
Excuse me, and 1,000 slash fictions were
Do you
born.
want to take one for the team?
Go on then. You can do it for me anytime.
Alright then, Mumra.
He was,
What, 5 minutes altogether?
Well, I don't.
If that.
I didn't mind that.
No,
I
didn't
like
have
I
a
like
problem
the
with that.
idea of him being a bit part because he's going to be a bigger villain later on.
Yeah.
The problem I had with Mumra was his voice.
Really?
Yeah, I thought his voice just because I always liked the fact that Mumra in the original, although he was so weedy and hunched and everything, it was this decrepit old thing. He always had a voice which had weight to it, which had power, which made you think that this guy's pretty badass.
That
And then
sort
when
of guttural low.
yeah, and when he turned into Mumra, that voice fitted because you were like, dear God, this guy's fucking huge. And it was just kind of like, wow. But this,
I always
it
wanted
just-
the Ultimate Warrior to play the ever-living part of Mumra. How much would that have been
Too
good?
much snarling.
But it was just the fact that they kind of went, okay, this guy can kind of do some acting. Yeah, we'll throw you in. And it's like, okay, he does a nice sort of take on it, but I miss having that thing of because basically the way he was talking, it was kind of like, okay, you're an old guy who knows a bit of magic. I'm not really scared of you. I'll just run away until you have a heart attack.
Although saying that is design, that first bit, that if technology is real, then why can't
Things of your worst nightmares. Bleh.
that was
Your
fucking
voice,
terrifying.
your voice there was 10 times better than his.
I know why that
hated
is.
his hump.
I need the toilet again.
It likes my
It's
voice to
the-
strange things. Sorry.
It's the beer.
Yes.
Not
Not just the being, but
Lionel's dad, whatever his name is.
oh yes,
The voice on it.
It
It's
was
the
fun,
voice
it
is
was-
there for an obvious reason. It's the original Lionel's voice come back to visit us for Christmas, and it's just the same flat voice throughout, kind of thing. With not even one mention.
Well, we
of
were
sound.
talking about that, weren't we? It's the poor guy was actually still doing the voice style of the 80s, which makes you wonder has he actually worked since the 80s, since Silverhawks ended. That's fine, the mega condenser. I'm saying that too fast. So yeah, all in all, what do you think of Thundercats?
I enjoyed it, and I want to see more before I decide whether I like it or not.
Mm-hmm. Really?
I'm fairly sold that I'll be watching it like all the time.
Missed your voice,
Yeah, it was alright.
Adam? Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed it. It was a very, very, very good opener, and it did something which Prime, I will admit, Prime didn't do. Young Justice didn't do. Many series. In fact, I think it's done more than any series since the He-Man 2000X series has done in making me want to go, yes please, I want more.
Yeah.
Okay.
That being said, the little nods to the original series they've done, if they use them in the rest of it sparingly, instead of obviously the first two episodes were quite heavy with them for a sort of is the pilot episodes. We're going to hit you with them in the face like a breeze block.
Actually, before we get finished on this and move on, the blurring of the lines between is it a remake, is it a continuation?
I like it.
I didn't like it. I thought it was a case of you should either go whole hog and say this is a reboot, a reimagining, or it should be sort of a direct line of descendants or something, because it's the fact that you've either got these people who are so pretentious that they're naming their children after the
Well, it's the fact that
the
you've
founding
got...
fathers of
You've got
the
Lido, he's going to get the Sword of Omens. You've
Yeah.
got Panthro, he's big blue and wears spiked armour.
Yeah.
You've got Tigra, he's got a whip and can turn invisible. Chitara, she can run really fast. Groon, he's a bastard. He's going to be a bastard. He's already got one tooth, you know?
Yeah.
And it's just like... But, on the other hand, if we get some strange-ass backstory to it, I'm happy with it.
Yeah, it's just for me the way they've done it. It's just kind of like they've tried to appease the people who wanted a reboot and appease the people who wanted a continuation, and you can't appease both.
To me, it's a reboot.
Yeah, the way I want to look at it is a reboot, a reimagining of it.
Yeah.
I'm just thankful that they haven't named any of the original sort of Thundercats who defeated Mumra.
Although how weird would it be if you got new Lino and old Lino just sort of having a conversation?
Don't even give people ideas.
They could remember the names for what the names are attached to because they've lost the Book of Omens. So they could just be using names from the past over and over again.
Yeah.
I want to see them as the reborn warriors.
You see, I like
I know, rising. Oh, for God's sake!
that.
Do I have to fight Mumra again?
Right,
Why am I all anime?
you see, I think the fact they've blurred it so heavily is one of them things of it's going to keep everybody guessing throughout the entire thing of is it or isn't it sort of thing.
Yeah.
That's what I like about it myself. They've sort of gone, well, it could be or it couldn't be. We're going to make it too hard for you to decide, so here's a shotgun. Go find a quiet room.
Well, with that, I think we'll draw that to a close. And let's have some Thundercats music.
When you change
Yes.
into Fun Pals and
Let's
Underoos
go.
underwear, you can pretend to change into a hero.
Masquer illusion is the ultimate weapon. By the power of Grayskull, He-Man is here.
Imagine you can change into all your favorite heroes from Superman to Thundercats with Fun Pals and Underoos underwear.
More than meets the eye. The Transformers.
With Fun Pals and Underoos, you can change into a hero.
Freddy, what are you doing up there?
Thundercats are here!
Thundercats!
A team of brave and bold superheroes. Meet Chitara the Quick. As clever as she is athletic, Chitara is unafraid of a challenge.
Maybe that'll teach you to monkey with the Thundercats.
Chitara the Quick, one of the mighty Thundercats. Don't miss the action. Thundercats.
Weekdays at 5 on WRLH TV 35.
I will with 5 more than that.
Okay. So, Rob,
Yes.
how do you fancy some Twitter?
I don't know, but
Challenge.
I don't know, but I'll read some Twitter.
Ancient spirits of Twitter, transform this puckish exterior into Grufflock,
The Super Sex Beast. Dun, da, da, da.
didn't
I
work.
thought you were going for then. Into Grufflock, the Mega Condenser.
I can condense things.
To the size of a battleship.
I have condensed your mini. It's now as big as a battleship.
That doesn't make sense.
Shut up, Jimmy.
Look at this grape I found.
And look at the number plate. It says "Nuff said."
Oi, yes.
So, do you remember the question for the Twitter challenge?
I had something to do with beer and there was hats. And I think I went to toilet in a wicker basket.
When
the
we had
kangaroos came.
hats.
There was there was an orangutan on a unicycle holding a red balloon.
That could have been me.
The orangutan, unicycle, or red balloon.
All three.
All three. I'm a combiner.
You were a triple changer. You turned into 3 things.
At once.
So, the question was, if you could get the Old Oil House crew absolutely hammered at AA, what would you get them to drunkenly agree to? I did mention
now
what
is good time,
silly
actually.
things would you get them
I
to
like the
agree
fact,
to?
actually, Billy arrives and the beer just flows.
Yes. All hail the king of beer.
For all of you who are missing the Autobot City podcast, we're all fairly pissed at this point.
So, we start off with Mr. Timey.
Speaking of the Autobot City podcast and being pissed,
Do you not find it worrying, his avatar at the minute on Twitter?
what is it?
It's Philip from
Oh, shit.
W.
No.
Going,
No, I don't, because I believe that is what Timey actually looks like when he unzips his mat suit.
huh, I'm going to have to check for the zip at Auto Assembly.
Here, you check that zip.
And 1,000 Slashfics were born.
And 1,000 slash fictions were born.
I'm
You
just gonna
do
check your
realise
zip.
by the end of tonight there is going to be pretty much 100,000 slash fictions that have been born.
There will be more slash fictions than there are planets.
So anyway, he says, we get Stu to admit that he is a very pretty pink ranger.
Hells yeah, son! Henshin, darling.
Is
He's going to have this thick Texan accent. Hello, darling, the name's Grim Love, and I'm here to service your love dove.
oh dear. His second answer is, oh dear God, for Rob to sell his body to the highest bidder.
I'm up for that. If I can make some Benjamins out of this, I'm selling you, boy. I'm selling you.
You don't need to get him drunk to do that.
It's all about the Benjamins, baby.
No. All we've got to do is use nature's medicine. Hammers.
And wow,
Yeah?
I really don't want to say what I was going to say.
20 quid is yours, is what he was going to say, boys and girls.
What are you going to say there, ladies and gentlemen, was for the for the price of 1 pint and some gentle loving, Rob can be yours
Well,
for children's parties.
I was going to say, Tiny's finished early this week because all 3 answers are together.
And 1,000 slash fictions were born.
And finally, for Grufflock to receive a lap dance from Logan Blaze. Okay, maybe Stu too.
Hang on, I don't need to be drunk for that. I want to see your Logan Blaze's man cheeks.
Dr. Melsky.
What I'm hoping to do is put cigars in there for later.
Dr. Melsky says, get you to cosplay as Power Core Combiners.
Backside the legs! Wait, hang on. Why did you ask this question?
I thought it would be funny.
This is going to be various ways of us all being raped. Thanks, Rob. You can see what's in your mind.
Well, no, as long as we know about it, we can stop it happening.
Oh, I see.
No, you can't. It's inevitable. It's been written.
You have no roadie protection.
Is it?
You're
Is it?
done.
Yeah, I'm
Is
the
it
roadie and I'm
inevitable?
just as bad
You're
influence
not
as
a
everybody
roadie,
else.
you're a groupie.
Fine.
Had sex with Billy.
Don't go stealing my job.
It means I
Don't
don't
go
have to carry
stealing
shit.
my heart. Oh, don't go stealing your heart. I will plunder your ass. What?
So, start dubbing.
You better start believing in pirate porn stories. You're living in one.
I do believe in pirate porn stories. I have 2 of them.
Yeah, we're not going into that conversation again.
But they're awesome.
Yeah, but we had like a 40-minute conversation about them a couple of weeks back.
It's
Why
not as
is
good
it
as
whenever
this.
Stu's not with you two, the porn comes out?
And 1,000 Slashfics were born.
So anyway,
Quiet mystery voice, you're not part of this show.
start dubbing says...
Is it Horace Goes Waterboarding?
No.
Right.
I would make them agree to buy a complete collection of RPM's Speed Stars and Stealth Force and to photo themselves naked.
Ralph, one of these things is not like the other. And I will end you for suggesting one of them. I will do naked photographs any time of the week, but I will not buy RPMs.
Oh dear God.
I like the fact that there's just been and photographed themselves naked. The next one, however, has an oh dear God.
Logan Blaze.
Oh Jesus. Oh dear God.
I would get the gang to do a naked henshin.
Deal!
Not now!
Oh, sorry. Hang on, why did I say deal?
What are you getting in return?
I don't know.
I don't want to know.
Internet hits.
I'll get naked.
Here comes the Weebly.
He'll be getting hints of some type.
So star dubbing
You're also
again.
getting a hammer in. What? How many cushions do you need for the drive back? Seriously.
He's going to do it with his ass hanging out the window at this rate.
He's going to wear it like a glove puppet.
Say hello to
You ever seen that
Susie.
surprised look at Kermit's face?
Stop it.
Hello everyone.
I can't fucking read.
Oh dear.
That's why you should have stayed in
Oh
school.
my god, where's your hand?
Right, so star dubbing
We're
says
using their dark the whole fist.
they would agree to form a gestalt entity known as Horace. And they would feel the uncontrollable urge to go skiing at all times.
Ralph! Swear to God! You've got some kind of obsession here. Me and you are going to have a sit down over some beers, right? And at the end of it, the 2 things are going to happen. Either A, you are going to believe you are Horace, and those dirty, filthy terrorists are going to need waterboarding. Or B, I'm going to believe I'm Horace.
What if both of you believe you're both Horace?
There can be only one.
Can you join into? Can you used to then join into another Gestalt entity called
The
Horace?
Horace Gestalt is going to go off and waterboard everything in reality.
It's going to be like the Trapper Keeper on South Park. It just keeps absorbing things.
No.
Everybody Horace.
We'll just turn into Man Bear Pig. Half man, half bear pig.
Okay, so he's got another one here.
Right?
They would agree to perform dramatic readings of Rob Liefeld comics such as Youngblood and X-Force in public wearing neon.
I'm taking back everything I said that was nice. I'm going to end you.
And 1,000.
Fucking Liefeld.
This is actually a good one from Mr. Logan Blaze.
Mm-hmm.
Or I would get them to do a 3-man version of the Buffy musical. Can you imagine Stu trying trying to do that.
I can imagine it's you crying and weeping his way through it. I've got a theory, it's a demon, and we're all stuck inside his breath.
Bunnies! Bunnies, it must be bunnies!
Why don't you just let me rest in peace? Let me find some sleep. Let me take my love and bury it in a hole 6 foot deep.
With that hair
And
colour
a
and
thousand.
length, you'd have to be Buffy, I'm afraid.
And now we'll walk through the fire!
Make him
Skeletor sings Buffy.
I've got a theory that it's a demon, a dancing demon. No, something isn't right there. I've got a theory. Some kid is dreaming. It's probably Prince Adam in his wacky Broadway nightmare. The little bastard's gonna find out what it's like to be punched in the face with a great big stick of pike. Fish death.
So, Logan Blaze has another one.
Why don't you let me rest in peace? No, seriously, get the fuck out of here.
Or I would get them hypnotised and make them think they were doing Back to the 80s.
I can do back to the 80s. Run around! Run around! That's really the only impression I can do of Glenn.
Okay.
Because anything else I feel would be insulting, and I really don't want to be punched by a
Jake man.
Someone has broken.
broke the rules. Who broke it?
I'm just going to double check this.
Fun.
1, 2, 3. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay.
We're okay.
Who didn't break the rules?
It was tricky.
Good. Because you know what would happen if you broke the rules.
I'd have to say his name.
You wouldn't want Grufflock saying your name now, would you?
No. Don't know what it sounds like.
You can't say. I can't. You can't.
Say it really quietly, the lawyers won't hear. Okay.
Sorry, what? Yeah.
So, Tricky says, I tell Stu and Rob what Grufflock says about them when they're not around, causing an attempted coup, then I'd seize the reins.
Do you know what I say about you when you're not around?
Yeah?
He's Stu. He owns more toys than I do. You're Rob. You sexy bastard.
You didn't say anything behind your back, you wouldn't say it with the face. But that's to season the reins. That was a Slash Fiction.
It's only slash fiction if it's not meant to happen. Alright.
My
Have I
eye
ever
is
introduced
firmly
you to-
glued to this chair.
Have I ever introduced you to nature's medicine? Hammers.
Yes, you have.
Excellent.
I know you have a murmur in your house.
5 rivers! You'll, you'll drown in those 5 rivers!
Okay.
Well, there's a joke that needs explaining. So let's not.
Yeah.
Let's read on.
Tricky also says, I keep plying them with drink until the pocket universe of Gruff's mind expanded enough for us all to leave his delusion. And that's what he says to that.
Unfortunately, it's actually the other way around. You all suffer from delusions. I am the only sane person on this planet. I am hyper-evolved to the point where I am the only person who can actually survive in today's cutthroat world.
I don't believe you.
I don't live on this planet. I am this planet.
Quiet, Unicron.
What do you mean alive?
Not happy.
What do you mean breathing?
So it's his third and final, I might add.
Earth? His third and final Earth? Third Earth? Is he a Thundercat?
Tricky, are you a Thundercat? Do you purr?
if we tickle your belly, will you purr? Inquiry minds want to know. Scientific experiment! Bring forth the giant furry glove.
So when
No.
everybody's drunk at AA,
Actually, that's something we could try at AA.
Tickling Tricky.
We'll just ply him with enough drink until he agrees to the experiment.
There we go.
I have other experiments for Tricky.
Rather than having the random high five, have the random person tickling Tricky.
That's genius.
Okay, so at AA, we want pictures of people tickling Tricky's belly.
I will, of course, point him out to every single person ever. Including people who aren't at the convention.
Just random.
Actually, there's a question. Do you think there's going to be a Hot Wheels convention going on in Birmingham at the same time this year? Because there was last year. And if it is, should we invade it?
What, with a tank?
That'd be awesome. No, with a cardboard cutout of a tank.
A cosplay costume.
We're taking over!
A cosplay costume of a
Depends for
tank.
You wear the tank, we'll ride you.
And,
No, and 1,000 Slashfictions.
Only if Stu is X-Pac. Just because I want to see Stu firing off 1,000...
I will get a prosthetic
shots.
nose and a muscle suit. Anyway, what's the
And
next
I'll
one?
wear your cowboy hat and just run round. Even though he wasn't there at the time.
I'm sorry, I just burped again. Anyway, what's the next one?
So, the next one is... I dress Stu up as a Power Core Combiner.
Who's this from?
This is from Tricky.
Ah.
Adam as a Firecon and Rob as Snake Eyes. Put a mirror in front of them and watch as they tried to add themselves to their own collections. Are you trying to say that we would be... Actually, if we'd had that much drink, yeah, that's probably what we'd do.
Drink? I want a Firecon suit. I ain't fucking kidding.
There's another experiment for AA then. Let's see how much drink it takes Adam to convince him that he is actually a Firecon.
Not much.
Let's find out.
You're a Firecon.
Yes! I've waited years for this moment. Quickly, run me across the floor. Let sparks flow from my mouth.
Okay.
That just hurt.
No, all I see is blood and teeth. There's no sparks.
Is that poop? It is.
Ooh. We have a mystery tweeter.
Oh, a mystery tweeter.
Yeah, some bloke called Agnes.
Agnes.
Dark Ages.
Never heard of him.
That sounds like a cheap 40k knockoff.
Dark Ages. Dark Ages when?
It's tweeting from like the Dark Ages.
They had Twitter back in the Dark Ages. What does this fabled wizard say?
He says, I'd be talking myself into more beer and dragging you two with me.
Straight to hell! Woo! Or an express ride elevator straight to hell! Going down!
We're done for, man! We're done for!
This is going to be, I think, the most convoluted and non-linear show we've ever done. And that's fucking saying something.
I like to think that's because of me.
I think it's because of the beer, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
No, Billy.
Drunk episode ahoy!
Oh, someone has broken the rule.
Who is it? Because I will say Tricky's name.
It is not tricky.
No, the punishment is I will say Tricky's name. Alright. Our little franchise holder.
Yep.
The little man that sits there and holds the Nerd Sphere together because, let's face it.
Well, the man who you gave the job of holding the Nerd Sphere together.
He did say that he was a part of our franchise, so yeah, he must be, he is the Ted Turner to my Vince McMahon.
Yep.
Around 1996. I don't know why we just both turned into Beaker there.
Was that was on Twitter the other day as well, who were the Muppets sort of thing. I like that.
And I'm scared that Dr. Melsky looks like Beaker.
Yeah, it's the hair, dude. It's always the hair.
Actually, there's a man I'm looking forward to. Melsky, I have mead for you, sir. Mead.
And 1,000 Slashfictions were born.
I've been brewing this mead since last year's AA.
Ah, here comes the mead, boy.
I got some mead for you. So what did Tricky say?
It wasn't tricky, it was timing.
Well, good timing.
So what did Tricky say?
Funky Timey says, unofficial 4th entry, you will all serve me pizza and drinks all night long.
4th entry, and 1,000 Slashfictions were born.
I know 1, 2 and 3. Where's the 4th, man? I'm scared.
So yeah, he says we're apparently going to serve him pizza and drinks all night long.
He's my whipping boy. You're going to bring me the pizza.
And the final entry, well, possibly the final entry, I haven't checked yet. I'm going to refresh it just to make sure afterwards.
The final entry on this page.
Why don't we just upgrade to TweetDeck? And not use hamsters?
I like hamsters. Somebody needs to keep
And 1,000 slash fictions were born!
Somebody needs to keep those poor things employed. I mean, are you going to run around in a wheel all day to power to it all?
And 1,000 slash fictions were born.
Are you?
No.
I'm kind of
I
worried
have
about...
ants for that work.
I'm kind of worried about Adam running around in a wheel beating slash fiction.
I'm powering the slash... No. I just get off the frickin' wheel, find something better to do.
There you go, he's getting off the wheel. There's the slash fiction.
Another thing that slash fiction is Slash from Guns N' Roses now appearing in other fiction.
That's awesome. Can you imagine Slash...
Mr. Spock, I have reservations about our latest recruit. Mr. Slash, do you have any reason to be on this ship? Seriously, that's not an answer. Shatner-esque.
So, Miss Robmus says,
I know her.
I would be taking you into... I beg your pardon?
Wouldn't be told.
And
would be
1,000
talking-
slash... Yeah.
I wouldn't be talking...
Guess what the name of this week's show is going to be?
I wouldn't be talking you
Thundercats
into
Fault.
anything. I would just be filming the whole thing as proof for the day after.
We read that! Sorry, I'm dead. Just break the illusion by shouting through to the other room.
Stop
No, it's
breaking
fine.
the fourth wall.
It's fine, it's fine. She'll be in bed by 8:30.
Oops.
And so will you now.
It's about 2 in the morning now, isn't it? Yeah,
Better bloody not be.
No, it's only 5.
Can't
Tomorrow
be
afternoon.
kicked out of the bar yet. No lock-ins.
If there's no lock-ins in the lock-in.
Existential paradox!
Irony.
Holy shit!
Is there a lot more?
Yes.
1 or 2.
Shall we take a musical break and then continue?
Fuck!
How many more?
12.
What he said.
Shall we take a musical break?
No.
Okay.
I'm keeping with this. We're on a roll.
In that case, right. Miss
Copy, man! Copy! Copy!
And 1,000 slash fictions were born.
Not for that.
Emo slash fic.
Bring me beer. After seeing that, I don't think I could ever make another joke ever again.
So,
Yep, those 7 will do.
we have... I think this is possible... No? Maybe the first time?
Right?
King Grimmy.
Ooh, Matt!
No, King Grimmy.
Yes, you big mulleted bastard who with no mullet.
He'd better have a mullet for AA. I demand to see this man with a mullet.
He was going to... We'll see what we can do.
So, he says that Grufflock will hand over his entire stalker horde to me and admit there can be only one.
Wait, what? Read that again, slowly, with more gusto.
What's wrong with feeling?
I've got a feeling that it's a demon.
King Grimmy says that Grufflock will hand over his entire stalker horde to me and admit there can be only one.
Yes, there can be only one, and we shall settle this like men in a Connect 4 tournament at AA. All the Skystalkers up for grabs. Do you dare take the challenge, King Grimlock?
Whoa, Connect 4.
Yeah, baby.
Oh, that on Monopoly.
Oh, whoa, getting a bit crazy there. Getting a bit crazy there.
Or arm farting.
I was going to go with hair braiding competitions. You know, take it to the extremes.
I do intend to super glue a mullet onto the man.
And then braid it.
Tickle his face. Unfortunately, he is very tall, so I need a step ladder.
That's alright.
Or some of nature's medicine.
Hammers.
Use stew. Just use stew as a platform to jump from.
Combined with stew.
No.
Make stewardom. He can form the planks. I will form the legs, says Stu. And I'll form the top half. Look like Popeye's son.
Beware of dark luck.
Ooh, I like that.
Gruff ages.
Gruff ages.
Welcome to the Gruff Ages. It's not very good here.
Hosted by that creepy uncle you don't like to talk to by the sounds of it. Bloody hell, look at you, you've grown up, lass.
Okay.
Shame, really, innit?
Do you want some candy?
King Grimmy also says, I'd then get Dark Aegis and Andrew Turnbull to swap clothes and try to confuse everyone, including the hotel bills.
Nice. But there's a failure in that. For Andrew Turnbull is Stu, and Stu is Andrew Turnbull. So, when the two combine, there is a small rift in the space-time paradox, and they indeed become each other for that short space of time. It's why Stu and Mr. Andrew Turnbull have tendency of forgetting what has happened around AA, because they are living parts of each other's lives, and their brains cannot take that extra information.
I'm going to step back
Or,
before Rob reads the next one.
there's beer.
I'm going to step way back before Rob reads the next one.
It's the fact Gruff's had beer and is now on energy drink. Here comes the explosion.
And now I'm back to beer.
And of course, says King Grimmy,
Yeah.
get Rob to buy a Cyberverse toy. I don't think there is enough beer in the world to make him buy more than one.
I don't think there's any Cyberverse toys you don't own. Yet. I'm bringing you brewed mead.
And that slurp spawned 1,000 Slashfics.
Only 1,000?
Slurp harder, boy! Slurp harder!
And that, in turn,
There's got to be at least 5,000 there.
slurp.
Come on, next! Let's not talk about you.
It's
slurp.
over 9,000!
It is already.
Next! We
Elijah
apologise,
Ruta-
ladies and gentlemen, because this show is just a fucking train wreck.
Elijah Ruta says,
Billy!
You'll embarrass yourselves enough. You don't need any help or encouragement from others. Hey!
Oh, you know, I resemble
true.
that comment.
It's true.
It's true. It's true.
It's Iron Brew.
The lesser known Kurt Angle quote.
Wow, that actually threw me completely.
Yes!
Wow, Iron Brew is my natural nemesis. Oh, that and polystyrene.
It's just because every time you see Iron Brew, you see that dude in the bird suit going, kill.
No. Every time I think of Iron Brew, I actually think of the Tango Man, which is quite weird.
Moving on.
Ooh, Alison Hannigan. What?
Ooh. No, moving on. Jetfire, 2009. Not 2099.
No. I've actually Jetfire 2099.
It's fine.
Just go ahead.
I will get you to declare your love for Logan Blaze.
Probably going to happen anyways.
Seriously, dude, please tell me you're going to AA. if right, Jetfire 2099. What's his real name? Rob.
Rob.
Right. Rob, who isn't Rob. Message me, DM me. Do anything. Please tell me you are coming to AA, because if you are, I swear to God, I will do nice things like buy you beer. If you can get these two, well, either this couple or the other couple I've got in mind, to get together. Because it's either going to be these two getting together and having a sweet, sweet, passionate love, or it's you and Phil.
What?
Well, him and Phil's happening anyway.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, you like Hot Rod, he likes Hot Rod. You're straight, he's straight.
You got so much in common.
Neither of you have got a gay bone in your body. Till you meet.
I've got the
Now
gay
one of you's
bone.
getting a gay bone in your body.
You say Robert's straight, but there's no proof.
There is, he's married. Phil's getting married, Rob's married.
Liberace was married, wasn't he?
He was
Yeah,
indeed.
he was.
There you go.
I just think that the pair of you.
And Freddie had over 100 girlfriends.
Think about it, right? You could both sit there, oiled up, nice little tashes.
Is there
Yes,
any
fine.
way this can not turn into Freddie Mercury? Because that's all the images.
I'm actually thinking Commando.
Oh, right.
Welcome back, John.
See what I mean? I mentioned Commando. He goes there.
I said to do it for
You-
free.
He goes there, does he?
See what I mean? You know, you and Phil.
I'm not going to shoot you between the eyes.
And 1,000 slash fictions were
I'm going to
born.
shoot you between the bowels.
Not even
I
gonna
like
say.
I like the fact he went from Bennett to like a mid. What's the thing called? Not Middle Earth. Midlands.
Right.
England sort of
From
went
Bennett
from.
to
Have
Midlands.
you not
Midlands
actually,
elf.
have you not listened to that quote? He goes so high pitched when he says
It
that.
was the fact he
Brilliant.
dropped the Australian accent.
No, Austrian was the other guy.
Yeah.
Read another Twitter, quickly.
I have ice cream on my nose.
That's got to be the cheesiest movie opener
I
ever.
want your clothes, your boots, and please God, your love. Love me, because at this point, no fucker else does.
You are about to take back everything you said
Right?
about Mr. Jetfire 2009, who went back to 2000, then to 2099, and then back to 2009.
So, time travelling you, yes.
And My Little Pony.
So he wants you to have sex with ponies.
No, he's going to get us to declare our love for My Little Pony.
Well, that's not going to happen, is it? Because let's face it, at the end of the day, I've got better things to do than watch My Little Pony.
There is only one pony we will like, and that is Apocalypse Pony.
My Little Pony, Apocalypse Pony, manage mankind for their sins. Now, at the end of the day, I mean, don't get me wrong, there are people out there who enjoy My Little Pony, and that's fine. That's just fine. Seriously, no,
No.
I'm going to be honest about this, right? I'm going to be honest. You want to watch My Little Pony? You watch My Little Pony. I, however, will be over here, right? I'll be over here. I'm going to be doing something cool.
Making glue.
I'm going to be doing me, a couple of horses, a plunger, some acid, yeah, making glue.
Come on,
What's
Pinkie
that,
Pie.
butterscotch? Can't you scream anymore?
Yeah, he's now getting sick and twisted.
I'm sorry,
My
I went to
Little-
a dark fucking place there.
Because My Little Pony isn't sick and twisted already.
Yeah, then I will get you to act out the Bumblebee Mini.
Now, does he mean the actual Bumblebee Mini or the one in my mind?
The actual, I'm
The
guessing.
one that involves. Oh, Chip, I see you, Chip. I know what you're thinking. Dirty pervert, the Bumblebee is.
Oh
Look
dear.
at him! Look at him!
Logan Blaze used my 3-up, and I'm spent.
And 1,000 slash fictions born,
Etc. etc.
etc. over Rob's face.
Oh,
We
dude.
filmed it. That's fine. Kano does the commentary.
Hello, baby.
Hello,
Did you
Rob.
miss me?
Did you miss me?
Cassius
Oh,
335.
if you want to get into if you want to get Rob's attention, put a plastic eye on you, right, and talk an Australian accent. It'll just melt in your hands. Well, you don't want it to melt
I
in
thought
your
it was more
hands.
Cockney in the film, his accent.
We don't actually know yet.
Not like
the guy died not long back. We're still trying to work out his accent in every film. He's Australian Cockney.
Australian. And it's still better than Dick Van Dyke in Mary Poppins.
Speaking of Dick Van Dyke, Paul, right? Seriously, vest, Kano mask, Cockney accent, stroke Australian, stroke Rob. It'll be fine.
Stroke Rob. 1,000 slash fictions of porn.
Cassius 335.
All right, dude.
Reprogram Wheeljack's brain to make him more like Drift. Oh, wait.
Pram! I'm sick of working on other people, Pram. I just... What was that, Wheeljack? I said I'm just... Error, 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 error. 404. Reboot. Oh, Wheeljack. I'm gonna have to reboot you again. Beep-boop. What you talking about, Prime? Wheeljack, my friend.
I want you a fucking win. And it's time I got it.
Look at his eyes. He's got the 3 red light fault.
Reboot the fucker! Reboot the fucker!
He also says, take Tripticon for a joyride.
Yes, please.
Oh yeah.
Da-da-da. Only if we can have the Godzilla theme playing through his ears. Da-da-da. Dun, dun. That's Jurassic Park.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
What's the Godzilla theme?
I don't know, I've got Jurassic Park in my head now.
Damn it.
He also says, get Muhammad Ali very lost, so he has to be rescued by police from the future.
What?
What? Okay, I'm up for
Yeah,
that.
let's do that.
Works for
All
me.
you have to do is push him round the corner. The poor fucker's got so many mental problems.
Is he still alive?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Is like, did he die?
I don't know.
pretty sure
If
he
he's
is
dead,
still
then you'll
alive.
definitely
Yeah.
get him lost.
I know he's still alive about 2000, but I don't know about now. Anyway,
Either way.
but let's
God
face
rest
it,
his soul.
I'll be honest with you, I'm not going to start taking the piss out of Muhammad Ali. Man was a sportsman and a gentleman.
Yeah.
Simple as. Well, in that case, I think we're going to take a quick break, come back, because we really have just mixed everything up tonight. We'll come back with some other stuff, and then,
Leave these people in peace.
like hell, I'm going around to each one of these houses, and
Punch them in the duodium.
that'll do me.
Turn me!
Thundercats Cat's Lair. Will Cat's Lair's electronic laser beam destroy the mutant vehicle?
Laser!
Direct laser hit. Cat's Lair's doors are blown open.
Back! Get him! Fire! Retreat!
Cat's Lair defeats the mutant vehicle. Cat's Lair, complete with mutant vehicle. Figure sold separately from LJN.
These were days of peace and prosperity on Third Earth, when one empire stood above all others. And though omens foretold in the book would be ignored, the dreaded day to come was necessary.
Thundercats, the special one-hour new series premiere, Friday, July 29th at 8/7 Central, only on Cartoon Network.
Right, so we're going to do some grind your gears.
Again.
Let's not talk about that.
We didn't forget to push the button or anything.
No. Unfortunately, I've just managed to make this go back up to tricky. So, Black Convoy, who is a man, a gentleman amongst men. He says, the SDC Hasbro Toy Shop.
Maybe we should have done this before you'd had another drink.
Top shop.
Hasbro Toy Shop exclusives. I really wanted the Cobra Sky. This is what I believe Black Convoy sounds like.
Okay.
I really wanted the Cobra Sky Striker Starscream with Cobra Commander. Budgeted the money for said toy, drooled over pictures and box art. The word was that they would be online at 8 a.m. Central, so I was there at the computer waiting. 8 o'clock came, no Starscream. 8:05, no Starscream. 8:10, 8:15, still no Starscream. I leave for work. I go to the page both on my phone and work computer so I can be ready whenever they drop. I check every 15 minutes. Finally at 10:30 they are there. But my store is full of people, so I try to snag one whilst helping the customers. But the work computer keeps timing out. I use my phone and get one into the cart. Happy dance! I go to checkout. There are 5 bloody steps in the checkout process. Even with 3G, it has taken forever to go through the steps. I confirm my address, my credit card, and I get to the final step, and an item in my cart is unavailable. Son of a bitch. I go into a rage, hoping to salvage something of the day. I try to get the 2 Serranas, get to the final step, and Black Outfit Serrana is out of stock. Crap. I remove her and try one final time, but my phone keeps running out. I would have not been happy, but okay with the regular Serrana. But alas, that was not to happen. I know they are only toys, but this pissed me off for the rest of the day. If this is what Matty fans have to go through each month, I am glad I'm not into those toys. Now that it's off my chest, I feel better.
So is Black Convoy going to grow up into Macho Man?
Yeah. Guess what Logan Blaze is going to sound like. I'm with him on this. I really am, because I am finding more and more, as a new person who's been getting into the Matty Collector things, I'm finding the best way of doing it is actually just going through fucking eBay. You pay more, but oh god, at least you get the toy. Digital. It's not Matty Collector's fault. It is Digital River. And to be honest with you, I think, seriously, dude, I'm hoping that you find it for a decent deal. You deserve it. Granted, I speak from a biased opinion because, seriously, man, I love my BotCon toys. Thank you. I hope you get it.
Rob gave me the backstory on like the actual toy of it and the size of it, and
it's just
Cobra Commander with Megatron pistol, and you said how fucking the guy saved up for ages and stuff for it, and I don't know the dude, but that is the worst look ever, I think.
Well, it's not look, it's bad management.
Well, yeah.
From their point of view, yeah, it's Hasbro Toy. Oh, yeah, it's fucking Hasbro Toy Shop.
Maybe Hasbro Hasbro Toy Shop have something against the guy, because let's face it, they're probably dicks.
Hasbro Toy Shop.
Yeah.
They serve many cooks.
Fair enough.
Many. Yeah.
And 1,000.
Next up is Logan Blaze, and this is how I feel that Logan Blaze sounds. A few things this week. Heat. Okay, I hate the summer. Not built for it. Can you please just stop it now? Can you fuck right off? No, I'm afraid not, Logan Blaze. Summer is something that happens once a year, and you can't really get rid of it.
And must be destroyed.
I love summer. I hate winter. Winter's cold and dark, and my misery grows.
See, I like cold and dark. Makes it easier to stalk.
And 1,000 Slashfics were born.
To be honest, I prefer autumn and spring because they're nice.
Yeah, you
kind of
get
in-betweens.
You kind of get the nice hot days in spring where it's nice enough to walk around in shorts and a t-shirt.
Don't get me wrong. I would much prefer there was some wind going over the last week or so. But I'd rather it was warm and light.
Yeah.
I hate fucking winter. I hate it. He also says, paranoia is well annoying when 1, you think you've done something wrong, and 2, you know you've not, but you feel stupid that you felt this way, which you know is a wrong thought, which brings you back to 1 again. Can I get off this ride, please? Well, Logan Blaze, the Macho Man only has the following things for you to say. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter what anyone else thinks of you, as long as you, in yourself, are happy with what you've done and the personality that you protrude, the person that you are. In other words, when it comes to AA, I'm gonna have to beat you upside the head, because, sir, you are the heart and soul of this community, and if you don't see that, I'm gonna have to hit you with a cricket bat. Capiche? Marvelous. He also says, can you do something about this shit? I'll see you at the bar. You better head. You better see me at the bar. Or else I'm gonna hunt you down and wear you like a half puppet.
A what puppet?
I burped.
A bird puppet.
I burped halfway through saying glove. I do apologise.
I think what he meant to add there was, ooh yeah!
Yeah. I met your father in a cage match. I sent him home crying like a little girl. Don't even start with me, Billy. I'll turn you upside down, inside out, 3 miles away.
Do you like getting your little friends in like a headlock and then getting to sleep around them and seeing their eyes roll back in their skulls?
I'm gonna grab hold of the sides of your head, and I'm gonna turn them 90 degrees, and on every rotation I'm gonna say a letter of the alphabet. And when I get to the first letter of my true love's name, the lovely Miss Elizabeth, I'm gonna tear that sucker off and take it home to do unspeakable things.
And 1,000 slash fictions were born.
Macho Man, Miranda Savage don't need no slash fiction.
It was a note just after the legendary Randy Savage died. Was the WWE pay-per-view one. I can't remember which one it was because it was shit.
That's surprising. WWE pay-per-view.
No. They done one last month. Money in the Bank. It was utterly amazing.
Right.
Mainly because they booked CM Punk perfectly, and CM Punk's the best thing they've got going for them. Anyways,
I think time for a little bit of a shameless plug. Have you indeed listened to the Many Different Things episode where me, Uncle Matty, Uncle Tiny, and Marvel UK artist Simon Williams run a commentary on the Macho Man vs Ultimate Warrior match?
I haven't.
Well, maybe you should.
Maybe
you should go. Maybe you should go to the Nerdsphere Network at www.nerdsphere.blogspot.com. I swear to God, I hope that's right. And download it.
I shall be doing that when I get home. Anyways, back to the story.
Let's read on.
Obviously, we're all a bit upset. Macho Man being one of our idols, growing up with wrestling as kids.
Hell yeah.
I like the fact there was a snort of laughter when I said growing up with wrestling. And we decide that Billy put in a couple of Macho Manisms as we were talking, and Billy got volunteered to phone for pizza with the Macho Man voice. They phoned back to make sure I was serious. Each time they phoned back, I had to answer as Macho Man.
Damn right I'm serious, boy. I mean, seriously, I wouldn't be ordering a pizza if I didn't really want a pizza. Because let's face it, the Macho Man here, he loves his pizza. He likes the cheesy feel in his mouth. And 1,000 slash fictions were born.
I think we need to have a Macho Man off. That doesn't sound... That's slash fiction.
I'm up for it if you are. Shall we get a jury?
No. I think they should be safe for AA.
Safe for it, right?
AA. Well,
there's another man who needs to join the Macho Man off.
Well, and to be honest, he needs to be on the jury. Because Mr. Williams should always be on the jury.
Mr. Williams should be the judge.
So, if it was a...
Jury and execution.
Judge Judy and execution.
Judge Judy and execution. What?
Just one of my little...
I don't even want to know where you're going with that.
Here comes the slash break.
Yeah.
No.
Do you have a Chaos Corner for us?
I do have a
Quickly!
Chaos Corner.
Seriously, please, you have a Chaos Corner.
Before Sheridan arrives.
Kaltor is my Chaos Corner.
I know him. It was me before I had a face.
No, that was Keldor.
Ah, bollocks. Son of a bitch.
Kaltor was a
I had
Autobot
larger
from
hunter.
He was an Autobot from the Generation 1 continuity family. He was a robot that transformed into a time machine in the style of a human calculator watch.
But not a raccoon with giant nuts.
No, a calculator watch.
Shame.
It's unknown whether he needed to be in watch mode to travel in time. If so, how did he punch the keys to get the year? That's, I'm assuming, how he travelled.
It's based on trust. You get somebody else to put it in.
Megatron needed someone to fire him. He needed someone else to travel through time. Possibly Skywarp. Dear God, it's getting late.
That's how Skywalk travels.
He's got
Kaltor fused to his wrist.
super glued, welded.
You ain't going nowhere.
No, I preferred the idea.
Well, you better transform back then.
I preferred the idea earlier that Kaltor is Skywarp's Al. But instead of hitting...
But Skywarp, if you just help the woman, she'll go on to win the Nobel Prize.
Or I could hit her in the face with a pan.
What a dick.
But being the time...
I don't know why Skywarp suddenly became Skeletor. We don't have a Skywarp voice, do we? Rob, do a Skywarp voice.
I quite like the gruff one he has in War of Cybertron. Yeah, well, at least I didn't look like you, Thundercracker.
That'll do me.
At least I didn't hit her in the face with a pan.
Skywarp. We all look identical.
Because pans are made of hands now, is it? That's the sound.
Cybertron? Pans don't look like human pans.
They're made of flesh.
So as
that's going to be shit for cooking, is it?
It's alright.
Burned again.
They don't eat.
Maybe they do.
So why would they have pans?
Novelty.
For novelty hitting of people.
By pan, I mean plastic hand on a stick.
So as Bill was saying, you've got the whole thing of Al, as he used to beat the living shit out of his pilot, Ziggy.
Yeah. In this side, it's just Skywarp slapping Kaltor.
Or it's Kaltor just slapping himself.
Why won't I work? Skywarp's just there going, it's alright, I don't care. I'm just gonna fuck something else up.
So yeah, that was my Chaos Corner because he was shit. It was awesome.
Right, well, shall we move on to the Community Challenge? Community Challenge? No. Ladies and gentlemen, beer has been drank this night. Shall we move on to Community Watch?
You can do. I haven't looked.
Community time.
Right, can I give you an address to go and look at then?
Do you have to?
Yes. I would say, ladies and gentlemen, go to www.polarismagazine.co.uk and have a look at the awesomeness that is the magazine. And if you like what you see, you can indeed buy an issue next week, ladies and gentlemen, at AA. There is a specialist issue coming out just for AA.
Really?
There is indeed. I'll be buying it. Polaris is full of really interesting fiction. Short stories and comics.
With no slash prefixes to that.
There is no slash.
That's fine.
Unless,
there's no guitarist or there's no slash fiction.
Well, I was more thinking there is no characters from Eternal Champions whatsoever.
Oh,
out now on Mega CD.
I only had the cartridge version of it. Ooh. I wasn't posh like you.
Do you have any idea how much I want to buy a Mega Drive and Mega CD?
I want the Mega CD. I've got my Mega Drive still.
Have you got a Mega Drive? Yeah. Wow, awesome, dude.
I haven't got that many games for it.
I'm thinking of signing up a Mega Drive collection.
I've got a boxed Japanese Mega Drive in the loft.
Have you?
Yeah.
Seriously?
Seriously. Speckers.
Alright. I actually don't mind.
But Rob has it. What's that? Divorce proceedings?
I'm just gonna sneak upstairs.
I'm just going to check your loft for tiger infestations.
So yeah, go have a look at www.polarismagazine.co.uk. I've got the last 4 issues. I do intend to go back and get a few more of them. Yeah, it's really good stuff. But you've got to remember, this is the type of scene where Nick Roche and James Roberts arose from. So someone you read here might be the next big IDW person.
Someone we read in that magazine will never be stalked. Like Nick Roche is by you.
Let's be fair, Nick Roche at this point is not being stalked anymore. I'll put my hands up and say, I can't stalk him anymore. He's too famous. It's no longer a fun activity because he can now officially get the police because he's famous.
Stop your super injunction bans you from talking about that.
My super injunction stops you from doing this. Anyway, so shall we get some listener questions done? Or is there anything else anyone wants to bring up?
No, that's a listener questions ahoy.
Right then, in that case, Leisure Uta, read your own question.
No.
Go on, read it.
No. I actually want you to put on your best Elijah Uta voice.
Alright. Speak. That's not speaking, that's waving.
That's
sign language.
That's like the beginning of, what do you call it? Beginning of Portal.
Can you speak?
Tells you to move around the room.
I thought you were going to say that's like the beginning of the Tiny Waves tour video where it's just, that's not smaller, that's lower.
No, it's the thing in Portal where it tells you to move around the room, and you do, and then it says, right, speak. So you press the speak button and you jump.
So, listener questions, and this is my best Lisha Herter experience.
Experience.
Hang on a sec, let me just get the voice right.
TFs are massively advanced robots of multiple personal origins. Evil machines that became sentient or organics that
You don't want this
successfully
frying pan, do you, Rob?
transformed to mechanical.
Is it made of flesh?
Given that this is the potential destination of the planet,
Dude, you're going to knock
and
your voice.
are we then in a race of our own creation against our own computer technologies over who will be the first to transform as it were, and if so, which direction will become more likely? A beast war style biomechanical or a straight robotic?
Right, can we have that read so we can understand the words in it?
Okay.
Well, actually, I think it's
72.
I think it's basically we're not going to get to either because we'll probably destroy ourselves before we get to that point.
I disagree. Completely.
Yeah.
But first I want Billy to talk.
I'm reading.
Read the question for those hard of hearing.
Massively.
Give it, I'll read.
Transformers are massively advanced robots of multiple possible origins, either machines that became sentient or organics that successfully transferred to mechanical something or other. It's English, I don't understand it. I'm Ginger, leave me alone.
Alright, pass it here.
Given that... fine, fuck it.
Transformers ish vynad, mas ysgwch dy fyrti bys dy fani chwfo. A di fyrti fyrti bys dy bys gan lasio bys dy stifne. A di fyrti ymbre chws dy patau gwchi dy fyrti na snifne. Ys tuka, a di o chefa mas i gwch kila. So fati kin nak yn tsu. So bacha ishba chocha. So I bera nukn stifne. A. Gibwy nas ni cyffrif di bla blu chino. Snufnation as don't share quote balamation could technologies or Nikusnik for this but the car what you've seen it straight robotic.
And if
Why
you play
didn't you
that
say that in the
backwards,
first-
1,000 slash fictions.
Alright, okay then.
Just read the last sentence.
Snilla bit sniff snores east of
You're on your last beer.
Alright,
You might
fair
not want
dues.
to drag it out anymore.
Transformers are massively advanced robots of multiple possible origins, either machines that became sentient or organics that successfully transferred to mechanical. Given that there's no GoBots. Given that this is the potential destination of the planet, are we then in a race of our own creation against our own computer technologies over who will be the first to transform, as it were? And if so, which direction is more likely, a Beast Wars style biomechanical or a straight robotic? So, Billy, do you go first?
What? No,
Which is better, GoBots or Transformers?
GoBots.
Or Beast
They're
Wars?
the originals, aren't they? Look.
Well, actually, yes they are.
Were they?
Yeah,
I don't know.
bye-bye.
I found two of my videos of GoBots the other day, so...
So in the answer of which is more likely in a evolutionary path, your answer is you found some GoBot videos.
Yes!
Oh, okay.
I'm going to go with the play dumb and look pretty idea. At least I'm half right.
You fail.
I'm played dumb. No,
Robert's position.
Well, no, in all honesty, right, I can honestly say, we will not get to the point where we go to either biomechanical or straight robotic, because by that point we will have bombed ourselves out of existence. And will be nothing but AI.
I kind of have to agree with you on that one. I don't have much faith in the human race.
Of course not. At the risk of sounding like a pretentious twat. I don't want to be. I did an argument many years ago when I was at college It was a global warming for and against, and I was given the for. And my point was simply this. The planet Earth survives at the end of the day. Planet Earth, at this point, is no longer in danger. It has never been in danger. As much as we've pumped toxins into the atmosphere or whatever, it has never been in danger. The planet Earth, no matter what we do to it, as an insignificant species, is not in danger. We, as a species, are in danger because we're going to change the atmosphere to the point where we can't survive in it anymore and we'll die out. However, other species will mutate, mutation is good, and will create a whole new subspecies and carry on within its own genus. There's my answer to your question.
Unless it goes as bad as Venus.
No, because Venus never held life, as far as we know.
As far as we know, but Venus is just a planet where the greenhouse effect got out of hand.
Yeah, but
you're talking about a planet that roasted itself.
Yeah, but the reason the greenhouse effect took so well in Venus is the fact that it's so close to the sun. The oceans were boiled away to the point where the sun's rays could pierce its incredibly thin atmosphere to destroy the carbon dioxide in the rocks, which caused the
planet-wide meltdown. Is basically how it works. We, as
the magnetosphere, is the only thing stopping us from having that.
The only thing.
Atmosphere.
Put it this way, right? A what if for you. Say nuclear war began, which won't happen at this point. It can't. No, seriously, the entire species, we as a species are cowards when it comes to the point of, we could fire this, but they're going to fire it back. So,
Pakistan and India have nuclear weapons. It's going to happen.
Whatever. Well, it's not going to bother us, is it? Because at the end of the day, they'll just die. Yeah. Cockroaches will live, though. They can.
No, they won't.
Yes, they will. Cockroaches can withstand huge amounts of radiation.
No, they can't. They can withstand barely more than a human. A mayfly, on the other hand.
No. Cockroaches can withstand up to 100,000 rads. Mythbusters. Watched it. The test.
Really low down it compared to like flies and stuff.
No, it's really low down compared to bumblebees, which is what 40,000 rads for a bumblebee.
Can I just say something? The fuck is wrong with you all? We're talking about toys.
The question is there, and about our own human.
Yeah, failings. Essentially, I think we're going to fuck ourselves over before anything good happens.
Yeah,
but at the other
hand, we've answered the question. Next question.
Right. Dreadwind asks, my best Dreadwind impression.
What the fuck are you guys on about?
Are there superheroes on Cybertron? If so, who would they be? No, the Neo Knights don't count.
Ratbat.
Ratbat? Searchlight? Searchlight's fucking Batman.
So's Ratbat.
Hey, Searchlight.
I'm the goddamn Searchlight. I love being the goddamn Searchlight.
We are superheroes. The Rock Lords!
Damn right. Nugget the Destroyer's coming for you, boy. Any other superheroes you got? Actually, I'm going to change this question up. If you could take a superhero and combine it with an existing Transformer, who would it be?
Optimus America. Captain America and Optimus Prime.
Well, Optimus Prime throws his mighty shield. All those yield his shield. No, hang on.
It would be.
I worded that wrong.
Green Lantern with Alpha Trion.
Okay.
And I'm talking about the fucked up Cybertron that Sunstreaker's on at the minute.
Ah, Captain Jack.
Yeah. Because that would be awesome. Look, I can make this! I'm not going to make it stay, but I can make it.
That just sounds like the dude
Myself.
Titan AE, the inventor on it. I made this. I don't know what it does, but I made it.
Myself, I'm going to go for Bat Scrounge.
Bat Scrounge.
But it's going to be 60s Bat Scrounge.
It dances every so often.
Just Bat Scrounge, just rolling around going, whoa there, chum. I think we've got we're no Texan there, I'm sorry.
I think we've got a real good one here.
I'm just going to go for that then. Texan Bat Scrounge. Holy gazooks there, chum. Failing that, actually, as a superhero, you know something? I can actually see Springer being a bit of a vigilante.
Yeah.
Just like putting some kind of like weird mask on to pretend he's someone else. Like no one else would notice his big green body and odd symbol.
And he runs around beating the living shit out of fence sitters.
Yeah.
There is a superhero.
Hmm?
Bumblebee. He's the resurrection man. No matter what they do to him, he keeps coming back.
Oh, Jesus.
Can't kill Bumblebee, the kids will cry.
Actually, Goldbug. Bumblebee puts on a mask, goes off and fights crime.
I'm
a veritable
Spoiler,
Goldbug.
Bumblebee
Your
fights
name
in the third movie.
You're like a piece of shit.
Well, that will be your name. You're a shit piece. So yeah, and the Neo Knights do count. Tricky says, "Evening all."
Hi!
And this is my best Tricky impression. Question 1. The 2 new Transformers comics are gonna be called Robots in Disguise and More Than Meets the Eye. If there was a third, what would you call it? Versus the evil Decepticons. Here, Transformers, More Than Meets the Eye. Transformers, Robots in Disguise. Transformers, Autobots wage their battle to be...
I would go for desperately seeking another tagline.
Transformers, Prime's alive in this one, we promise.
No! Transformers, Skywarp's a dick!
Transformers, nothing to do with Pat Lee.
Yes!
Look, I like the idea.
Transformers, we need more money.
Transformers, men in disguise.
Transformers, anything for an extra buck.
Transformers starring William Shatner. Anything for a paycheck.
I don't get to answer, sorry.
Go.
Transformers, the odd couple. Ultra Magnus is the neat, clean, stupid one who I'm going to stab.
No.
No?
No.
Why?
Because
It's
to
too
draw back many years, to about 3 years ago, I'm going to bring something back that I'd forgotten completely about. Transformers: The Odd Couple, starring Galvatron and Lord Zarek. Right?
And who will rule the galaxy? I will rule the galaxy. We shall see, Galvatron.
Leads into the pair of them driving Scorponok around North America trying to get Unicron's head laid. Hells yeah, son. I'd read that.
It's already an odd couple. Blown cup.
Yeah, that's true. I love Lord Zarek and Galvatron. I wish there was more of that. Question 2. I can't remember what the voice I used was. Question 2. Has there ever been something that you could have bought and decided not to, then glad you walked away from the deal? Yes, Masterpiece Rodimus. Simple as. Wow, that was a piece of shit.
Not really.
No?
No, I can tell you things where I've looked at something and gone, no, I shouldn't really, and then regretted it ever since. That would be the Ryu Hayabusa figure.
I'm thinking of a $10 whore in Texas.
The only one I have ever seen in this country.
She's got my shoelaces caught together. I can't give a foot loose.
£30.
I'm getting footloose.
It goes for £80 on the Temco website.
Right.
It's £30 in a Glasgow Forbidden Planet. Because I didn't have any money at the time. And I refused to put it on the credit card. Missed out on that one.
Yeah.
And no one is selling that thing on eBay.
I've got one of them really regret. Counterpunch. Punch Counterpunch. The TFCC version. It just ended up going for too much. And I kind of regret not paying what I could have paid back then, because now it's even more. Because I thought it would bottom out, but I was wrong. But something I've been glad I've walked away from. You know, apart from Rodimus. I mean, I don't collect Masterpiece, so... You know, I'm not too fussed about that.
To be honest, I can't really think of one that I've really walked away from and gone, you know, yeah, okay, that was a good decision.
Mm.
I certainly walked away from the bad decisions. But...
I don't know, ticket to download this year. I was glad I didn't go buy that.
Yeah.
Bad lineups. The selling point was Rob Zombie.
Or the Leeds lineup as well. That was.
I haven't looked at Leeds.
That was quite bad.
I can tell you about the Leeds lineup. There's still over 1,000 tickets available. That's how good the Leeds lineup is.
Oh, I won't be there.
Me neither. I'll be there, next week.
Yay.
Actually, the comedian lineup at Leeds is good.
Henry Rollins?
Yeah.
Oh, alright, cool.
There's a whole bunch of comedians there. It's going to be a good lineup. The music sucks, but the comedy's good.
So, final listener. Just
Final listener question. I will be a YouTube reviewer before you know it. I reviewed a toaster, some mouse saws, Pro Bar.
You've asked me to read this one out just because of who it is, haven't you?
read it.
Real good.
Ah, there you are.
Yes, we are.
There is no use in hiding. I will find you sometime. Now, are you prepared? Are you scented and oiled?
Stop, Paul. I love you.
Slashfics! Sorry. Tickle.
Good, then I will begin. Simple question, and one which sort of echoes the latest homework from back to the 80s.
Right?
You have the choice of any bit of memorabilia. This is not like the question where you are asked for Dream Geek gifts, like the Batmobile. This is realistic. What bit of signed artwork would you love?
Ooh. Ooh.
There is more, but I'm gonna.
Alright, just leave it. Well, I mean, I own a piece of original artwork anyhow. I own the unused page from Death in the Family, Batman Death in the Family, which is the He's Alive!
Yes.
Yeah, I know. You used to put that outside my room door.
Yes.
When we lived here, it
You
scare me every morning.
never want to know how much that cost me. But it's the page where it's Batman goes through the wreckage and finds Robin's alive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, it's a beautiful bit of artwork. But signed.
Which ironically wouldn't mean as much anymore.
No, it's true. Do you want to go first? Because I think I've got two and I need to think which one I'd rather have.
It's a tough one, that one, because there's so many sort of comic book artists that...
Well, do you want me to go through the two I've got?
Yeah.
Right. This is going to sound so wankery of me.
Okay.
I would like a Death's Head signed by Simon Williams and Simon Furman.
Yeah.
Because that to me is amazing.
Mm.
Actually, I've got three. The other one is I would like the picture of, well, the page signed by Andrew Wildman of Prime in, I can't remember which issue it was, I think it's 80 of the Marvel ongoing.
Mm.
The one where it's the Did I Do Good? Oh, sorry, I was thinking of Scorponok there. That's the one I meant, sorry. The one of Scorponok, Did I Do Good? And Prime's over him and say, yes, you did good. Because for some reason, I've always loved that. The Decepticon leader asking Prime if he did good.
Mm.
It's one of those things I absolutely loved. The other one, and this is going to be a weird one, page 1 of Dazzler. The Dazzler miniseries. Because the Dazzler miniseries confuses the shit out of me. I don't understand it. I don't get the Dazzler. She's the most powerful mutant ever and the most popular mutant ever. And when it's signed by Satan.
Fair news.
Or Doctor Doom.
How is Dazzler the most powerful? I don't know.
I'll explain to you later.
I think mine...
Ooh. Sorry, carry on.
I think mine would be... I'd like a Judge Dredd picture signed by Carlos Equazia and John Wagner.
Yes.
Or either sort of like, what was it called? Sure, it was another Lee. No, it wasn't. It was.
I want any Dreamwave pictures.
Jim Murray,
right.
I think it was the artist. I'd love a picture of Dredd signed by him because he was a really good Dredd artist. And because Dredd was like the comic that I read religiously for ages.
Which actually makes me another question, but I'll come to that when we finish.
Yeah, it's too many others to mention, really.
Billy?
I'm just going to go for the total mark out thing of the picture of Superman, like, you know, just like the bust of him, head, chest.
Yeah.
The Alex Ross.
Yeah.
Just the side-on view signed by Alex Ross, just that picture of Superman.
The
absolutely
Kingdom,
beautiful.
The Kingdom Come or the Peace on Earth version?
Peace on Earth version.
Oh, yeah, man.
It's just either that or go for Transformers the movie, just like the still from my favourite scene in the movie where the Decepticons have taken over the Autobot ship and Ironhide is like holding on to Megatron with the such heroic nonsense. Just before he blasts him, signed, obviously.
So you could say the IDW adaptation of that, signed by Don Figueroa.
See, I haven't read that, so I will give you it. I've read limited Transformers comics because the only outlet I could find of them was Carlyle Library, and it had 3.
Which ones?
I can't remember. All I remember from one of them is...
Well, Billy, I am actually selling my entirety of my single issues.
Fair enough.
Would you be interested at all?
I couldn't afford that. Anyway, the only bit I remember...
Free for a fiver?
Only thing I could remember out of the comic I read was Trypticon comes to Earth, ravages everything, smashes through the Dinobots, is about 200 yards away from the Autobot's base, and Ratbat goes, using too much energon, get your ass back home. And he does.
I love Ratbat and the old Marvel G1 stuff.
Yeah.
He is great.
The next bit says, what signed first edition would you cherish the most?
That's a hard one, actually.
Ooh.
Kingdom Come, Alex Ross.
Secret 6, Issue 1, Gail Simone. Why? Because I wouldn't sell it. But I would, however, show people it and go, buy this fucking comic! You sack of shit.
I'm getting the collected stuff.
Spider-Man.
Me too. And I've got the single issues already.
Signed by Stan Lee.
Oh, Jesus, man.
You
Fine.
imagine having that and then
Fine.
just going,
Batman.
I'm a little short of money.
Detective Comics issue 1, signed by Bob Kane.
Why?
Action Comics, signed by Joel I'll get this wrong. Schulster and the other guy.
Bob Siegel?
Yeah. I always get Schulster and Siegel mixed up. I don't know which is which.
Steven Seagal.
Steven
Oh, you ruined it, Steve.
That went for close to $1 million, actually. That'd be nice.
Wasn't it Detective Comics 2 or something you came into, not 1?
No, Detective Comics 12, I think it actually was.
Yeah. And issue 1 would just be like, oh,
oh, Wild West Adventures. Oh. But here's a question for you. What would you say is the comic that got you into comic reading?
I don't know really, because I've always really read comics.
The first one I remember reading and knowing this is an awesome comic was 2000 AD. Because it's the only one the paper shop down the road from where I lived sold.
Right, okay.
And I used to steal my brother's old copies to read.
Nice.
Along with other magazines.
I remember getting comics like Spider-Man and it was the UK reprints of Spider-Man, and I remember getting a few Thundercats comics from the local paper shop when I was really young. And I remember always getting annuals and that, which always had comics in them. But the one that I can really remember the most is I think I bought Judgment on Gotham.
Yes.
From a it was actually a what do you call
Car
it?
boot.
No, a motorway service station.
Yeah.
It was basically in a WH Smith's, and I saw it. I had some
Judgment
money,
on Hoffman was an awesome read.
and I bought that and ended up spending the week we were spending with my brother down in Norfolk on holiday. I spent the entire week sort of talking to him about Judge Dredd and that started me collecting the Judge Dredd magazine.
My answer is a bit shit.
Sonic the comic.
Well, I'm just not going to answer it then.
Is that the actual answer?
Yes.
That's one of the first ones I remember buying as well, along with 2000
And I can tell you which one it was as well. Sonic Terminator Part 1. The one that did the adaptation of Sonic CD.
Yeah.
Right? Because I'd already been buying it because it was a Sonic comic and I was a Sonic fanboy. And it had at the end of the Sonic part of it, it had Proceed, Protocol, Sonic Terminator, Awaken. And this blacked out image, you could only just barely see the lines of Metal Sonic and the red eyes glowing through.
I remember that one.
And it just went, to be continued. And it's the first time I remember going, must have next one!
Yeah.
I'd read comics beforehand. I mean, I had a full run of the Sonic the Hedgehog comic at that point. And I had some X-Men stuff from when I was in Dubai. And the problem is, when I was living in Dubai, comics were hard to get. So I had bits and pieces. You know, I remember having an issue that had Wolverine dressed as Santa. I have no idea why, but it made me laugh because I always thought Santa Claus.
That's possibly why they did it then.
I think so. But yeah, Sonic the comic. That's what did it for me.
Yeah, I remember reading Sonic the comic.
Oh, it was amazing.
It was
Nigel Kitchen, Richard Olsen turned that from being a rubbish tie-in comic to something else.
I remember getting like one of the first issues of it, and it was like kind of like going over the origin, and it was like Dr. Robotnik, Dr. Eggman. I can't remember which one it was.
Robotnik at that point.
It was
Robotnik in Kintenball.
Yeah. The witty ones.
Encyclopedic knowledge of that comic in my brain.
I can imagine. It was like him, like seeing how fast Sonic could go and stuff, and then there was the big explosion which turned him evil.
Issue 12, drawn by Richard Olsen, written by Nigel Kitchen. It was the beginning, because at the end of that they went into the Omniviewer, and Robotnik did something to the Omniviewer. I can't remember what now, and they came out 18 months later, and Robotnik had already taken over the Mobius.
Yeah. That's it.
My favourite thing in that was that Super Sonic was insane.
Super Sonic was brilliant. He was going to kill Amy Rose.
Yes.
Can we blame him?
No, it's just the bit where he's coming out from the sky. It's like, and now, Amy Rose, it's your turn to die. Which gives you the idea he's already killed.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
That,
So the next part of it is, what personalised picture would you pay the world for?
I would do unspeakable things with Simon Williams for a picture of Death's Head that no one else had. Whatever you wanted. It's fine. I don't mind. Just whatever. Could involve custard. Lambs.
Which picture would I pay
Bulgarian women, huh?
The portrait of Dorian Gray. I'd pay a fortune for that.
It's not going to help you though, is it?
It will once I've finished with it.
There is one picture I would really love to have.
Mm-hmm.
Spawns from a conversation I had last year.
Right.
With
I've got one, but yeah. Sorry.
Jason Cardy. I would like a picture of a... Oh, the name just escapes me. Oh, why is this happening?
Then you don't really want the picture.
It's beer. That's why. It's the tank things from Ghost in the Shell.
Yes.
Yeah.
The medium tank.
The Tachikomas, that's it.
Yeah.
I want a Tachikoma drawn and coloured by Jason
Are
Carey.
they the like?
I had one,
Sorry,
then I had
one
another,
or
then I've got a third. I'm so sorry. I've got 3 now. Right? 1. Richard Elson. Picture of Robotnik. when he had Robotnik down to a T. You might know what I mean here. During the Perfect Chaos saga.
Right.
When he had the engineer's suit.
Yes, yes.
At the point where it's like, Robotnik's entire plan was, oh no, I'm sick of being beaten.
Yeah.
I'm going to kill everything.
Yeah.
That
See,
weird that weird amalgamation between the sort of cartoon and the game, that mad, fat, nasty bastard of a Robotnik. I love that. It's like, Master, I thought you were dead. No. Puts on a suit. No. But I will be soon. Because I'm going to kill everything. Including himself. Or...
See, I hated...
Masamune Shiro. Erectakagi. Oh God! How can I compete? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or... the panel from Sam & Twitch. Issue 4.
The one where...
Spawn arrives and goes, I have need of you. Fuck you, you fucking fuck! I'm not even gonna have anything to do with you. You cost us our jobs. You're a piece of shit. Yeah, take that, Spawn, because Sam and Twitch are better characters than you.
I thought you were meaning the one where Sam was on the shitter reading the paper having a sandwich.
I thought, oh, my God, where's his penis? Fuck you, you fat bastard. When's the last time you saw yours? Fuck you, bitch! I love Sam and Twitch. Mostly because it had swearing in it.
He then adds at the end, now let's get down to the main course. See you at AA.
Which segues nicely. Because before we go tonight, I want to say the following. I don't see us recording anything before AA now. I'd like to, but unfortunately time and various other things fight against that. Mostly because our esteemed co-host, once he has come out of the CR chamber, is going over to Newcastle, which is something I wanted to point out. Have you noticed something here?
What?
He's going over to Dave's, right? He's going over to Dave's, and he's going to be there. And when he gets to AA, Andy's going to be sleeping in his room. Do you see some kind of like curtain here?
God love.
AA, Moonbase 2's just lost its third host because Mikey went back to Ireland.
It's industrial espionage.
And Dave's been there. Yeah. He's going over to see Dave. A little bit of fellatio. Yeah.
a little bit of fellatio.
A little bit turn around. Yeah. Andy's sleeping in his room. Gonna get him invited into the podcast. Andy's sleeping in his room. It's only one bed. Turn around a little bit. Yeah. Couple of guys. A couple of beers. Might try an experiment. Andy's always up for that kind of thing.
Somebody let go.
Allegedly. He's never going to say anything about it. You know? I think Stu's trying to get himself into the Moonbase 2 here. I think so. Billy, you're on the job.
Yay. But that just means every week will turn into drunken shenanigans.
That's fine.
That's a word that's not used enough nowadays. Shenanigans.
Shenanigans. I do like the word shenanigans.
All our house listeners use the word shenanigans at least 12 times from now. Go.
So yes, AA next week. In fact, 1 week from today, we shall be arriving.
Yep.
And
I'm not sure if this is true. I heard it on the grapevine, which is really hard to hear sounds from.
Not if you jam it in your ear really hard.
No, then you just get the pain.
That's what
pain. It's always the way to make you feel you're alive.
Yes, but I have heard that there is an AA after party.
Oh yes. I've heard this. I've heard this before. You know, I've heard it's at Newcastle.
Yeah.
At Dave's house.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, that's the one.
Dave's
So Kal-El Prime's house is going to be the after party for Ella. I've also heard this weird rumour, right, that there's going to be 2 after parties. There's one over at Dave's house, right?
Yeah.
And there's going to be one over in Hastings with someone called Timey.
Oh, that's a tough choice. Which one do you go to?
Which one would you go to?
Yeah.
Which one would you? Which one do you go to?
Ooh, I have to think about that one.
You know which one I think I'd go to?
Yeah.
I think I'd go to the third choice.
Third choice.
The hidden choice.
Is that option D?
It is. That's the fourth letter in the alphabet.
There's always an option D.
Indeed. And I want to say that the cool kids, they're going to come over to Carlisle. They're going to have a house party here.
It's at the Coys, isn't it?
At the old ale house.
Indeed. Here at the old oil house. At Oil House Towers. Because, let's face it, there's nobody else in the house I'm living in. Let's have a party. Nice.
Yeah, we won't be able to tell if we trash the place.
Women to one side. Men to one side. Men, get your hands up for high fives. Women, get ready.
Can I go on the women's side?
Did you just see you on either side?
I asked if I could go on the women's side.
No! Get out. So yes, right. So yeah, AA is next week. I don't think we're going to record anything before then, are we?
No, probably not.
I don't see that happening.
Time's going to be a bit
tough.
Yeah.
I'd like to get something in, but some pre-AA stuff, but we'll see what we can do. So yes. So from me and from my co-host this evening, from Hot Rapamas, he says...
Bye.
And from the DJ Wild Bill himself, the man, the legend, the saga, the legend in his own lunchtime, he says...
Whatever.
And over there, the mystery voice known as Ninja Hunter says...
Hello.
And over here, the Grufflock says... Enjoy some Static X. And remember, kids, AA's not for life. It's for Christmas.
We're taking over.
Damn fucking right. Come here, Nerdsphere.
Well, yeah. You've listened to the Old Oil House. Come visit the forums at www.oldoilhouse.co.uk and, yeah. Go over to Facebook. Find us on Facebook. Yeah. And, you can send emails and things to oldoilhouse@gmail.com. Yeah. Will that do? Will that do, Bram? Did I win? Damn. And of course you can find us on Twitter at the Old Oil House. Yeah. Did I win this time?